12 of the Simability V8 European Supercar Championship. I'm Clyde Whiting, and in the booth with me tonight, also commentating and cameraman, it's Mr. Pete Bingham. Good evening.
Good evening, Clyde. Good evening, everybody.
Right, so, where do we start with this, Pete? Season 12, yes, you heard it right, season 12. For some unknown reason, I'm going to claim that it's totally because of the awesome production team and nothing to do with our fantastic sponsor. We have had over 40 drivers sign up for this season. Not that we will get them all on track all at one time, because other things happen in life, but just that grid size, Pete, shapes an awesome season to come.
It really does, yeah. We've had significantly healthy grids previously. I remember we started one Bathurst race with the cars going right around the corner and past pit entry. But it's probably a good idea that we're here. We said this before the broadcast launched. It's a good idea that we're at Sebring because the track's kind of wide. It's got some bottlenecks here and there. When we were talking to Sam earlier, he was saying, turn one's going to be a bit tasty. The hairpin's going to be a bit tasty, and I chipped in and said Cunningham Corner's going to be very tasty as well. So, I think it's going to be quite an eventful race.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether, as we see, or I'm just watching Adam Wright have a little spin, I'm wondering if eventful will be one of the words we use to describe this at the end of the racing. Anyway, like we said, season 12, there are 18 races this season, spread over 10 race nights. We've got 8 sprint feature sessions, one of which is tonight, and we've also got 2 endurance events, and we don't finish until mid-December. We've got a lot to get through tonight, Pete, so I think what we should do first is do the longest bit, maybe. We do run our Simability head-to-head in this league. And with all of these drivers that we've suddenly found ourselves with, we've made a slight tweak to the head-to-head. So we're going to have the usual 4 groups, but the top 4 drivers racing over the first 5 race nights. If you finish top 4 in the group, you will then go through to the second round, or the last 16, as it's also known. But first off, we need to get all the drivers drawn, Pete. Sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable in my chair. One thing you will notice on the wheel is what we've done, just to add a little bit of spice. We've seeded all of the drivers on their current I rating. So you will be able to see those that are in the top 10, and if they're getting beat by somebody who's 37th in their group, and so on and so forth. Apart from that, the seeds mean absolutely nothing. They do not get you anything, they do not get you any bonuses, and they do not guarantee you anything. They are purely there for our viewers' pleasure. So, I'm not sure whether Pete is having issues in the background with the wheel, but we will get it going.
Yeah, do you want me to do the first spin?
I would do the first spin if I was you, Pete.
Right, let's fingers crossed that this works, otherwise we might have to get our technical director back in. So, here we go. Hopefully that's spinning on the broadcast.
It is spinning on the broadcast.
Awesome.
So, first driver in Group 1 will be... It's Miro Brasky.
Right, Miro's gone.
Miro's gone.
Next.
Okay, first driver into Group 2.
Ooh, just over.
Just over. Oh, it's Mr. Boozin himself.
It is.
32nd seed, Sam.
Going again. This is Group 3,
First
yeah?
driver, Group 3.
Okay, I don't think I want to be in Group 3. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Oh.
I think it's going to click.
Freddie.
It is. It's Freddie.
Have we booked 3 hours for this, have we?
Yeah. Group 4, first driver out.
Oh.
It's like the brakes on the wheel have stopped working.
Yeah.
It's wobbly. Okay, back into Group 1, joining Miro Hraski.
Whoa. Old man O'Connor.
It is, it's lame. Okay, joining Sam Boozin in Group 2. So we want Nicole Foggy, Johnny Brandon, Marco Namela. Nicole Foggy is the #1 seed, and he's not here tonight.
No. Bit of Ronald.
It's Ronald Moons. Okay, joining Freddie in Group 3.
First of the big fighters.
Yeah, that's a big hitter.
Yeah.
That's Kevin Newell. #6 seed. Okay, joining Wobbly Kneecaps in Group 4. Stop. It's Stephen Walker. Don't think we've ever seen him in this car. But his I rating has put him as the #8 seed.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of his I rating from TCRs.
Yeah. Joining Miro and Lame in Group 1. Ooh. It's the old stalwart himself. It's Tony. #3 seed. Group 2, joining Sam and Ronald. It's Martin Pearson. New driver to the league. Okay, joining Freddie and Kenzie in Group 3. And they've missed Foggy. Another new driver. Dale Green. Okay, joining Wobbly and Stephen Walker in Group 4. Bob Woodhouse.
Yeah, he's getting better as well, isn't he? I don't think his seeding is necessarily that accurate for the car he drives.
No, right, back to Group 1. Miro, Lane and Tony so far.
Oh.
It's going to be Vincent. Over to Group 2. Sam, Ronald, Martin and... Oh, is it going to be Kylie? It's Kylie. No extra points for spinning.
Unless you're doing this.
Unless you, yeah, we can just. I'll remember that for next season. We need a new face of the wheel.
Yeah.
Group 3, Freddie, Kenzie, Dale, and another new driver, Chris Sherburn. And into Group 4, Wobbly, Stephen and Bob will be joined by...
Oh, it's getting a bit tasty in there, I think, if it stops.
Oh, please stop there so people can say it.
No, I'm not... Rafa.
It's Rafa D.
Rafa D.
Okay, back to Group 1. Miro, Lane, Tony, Vincent and... Woodward. Into Group 2, Sam, Ronald, Martin, Kylie Haddington and Jamie Wilson. Group 3, so far, Freddie, Kenzie, Dale and Chris. 3 new drivers in that group.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? JB.
It's going to be a new driver. It's going to be JB. And on to Group 4, Wobbly, Stephen, Bob and Rafa.
That's getting a bit dirty, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the number 1 and number 2 seed to come out though.
Yeah.
Another new driver. Mr. Blake. We had any of the top 3? I don't think we have we?
I think we've had the 3rd seed out.
Oh, we have, yes, sorry.
Rick's warming in that group now.
Rick's warming into Group 1. Over to Group 2.
Is this going to trip over? Yep.
It is. It's Johnny Brandon.
Right, who's in there with him?
That is Sam, Ronald, Martin, Kylie and Jamie Wilson.
Well, that's going to get a bit naughty as well.
Group 3, Freddie, Kenzie, Dale, Chris, JB and... returning Victor Morjon. Group 4, Wobbly, Stephen, Bob, Rafa.
Oh, here we go.
There's the number 1 seed.
Yep. I wouldn't want to be in that group.
Back to Group 1. Miro, Lane, Tony, Vincent and Rich. Raven. Over to Group 2. Joining Sam, Ronald, Martin, Kylie, Jamie and Johnny, it's Nikolai. Group 3, Freddie, Kenzie, Dale, Chris, JB and Victor. And that's looking very much like Pete Van Gool.
PVG. It's going to take you 10 minutes to catch up with the same names in each of the groups.
Group 4, Wobbly, Stephen, Bob, Rafa, David, Nicole.
Oh God, it's getting worse in that group. There's a 7
Garrett.
seed. 7 seed. That's going to be a real group to watch, that one.
The Group 1. Miro Lane, Tony, Vincent, Ant, Rich and Ivan.
Stephen.
Stephen Kiefer. Chris Sherman asking about what the groups are. This is for the Simability head-to-head. Jump on the website, you can find out all about it. Group 2, Sam, Ronald, Martin, Kylie, Jamie, Johnny, Nikolai and Greg Carr.
Yeah, I think there's a few of the new drivers don't know about all the different features of our league yet.
Yes. They'll soon find out.
They
Group
will.
3, Freddie, Kenzie, Dale, Chris, JD, Victor, PVG and it's going to be Alejandro. Not with us tonight, currently on vacation. Okay, joining Wobbly, Stephen, Bob, Rafa, David, Nicole and Yarrick. It's going to be Stephen Phillips. Back to Group 1, Miro Lane, Tony, Vincent, Ant, Rich, Ivan, Stephen and it's the biggest seed we've got left. Number 2, Simon Trendle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's another David. It's David Fernandez.
Round we go again.
Round we go again. Sam, Ronald, Martin, Kylie, Jamie, Johnny, Nikolai and Greg joined by... Still keeping away from Simon Trendle, it's Steve Lavalley.
Still a heavy hitter, Steve Lavalley.
Oh, yes.
In fact, most of what's left are heavy hitters.
They are, aren't they? Yeah. Group 3, Freddie, Kenzie, Dale, Chris, JB, Victor, PVG and Alejandro. Well, that looks like Adam Wright.
It is.
Okay, we're getting to the sharp end now. Group 4, Wobbly, Stephen, Bob, Rafa, David, Nicole, Yarrick and Stephen. And Wayne Sanderson. Okay, so that should leave us with 5 drivers.
Yep.
So 1 in each group, and the extra one, the last one out, will be in Group 1. So this is the first one for Group 1, and that is looking like number 2 seed, Simon Trendle. We've got the number 4 seed in there, Jamie McKnight. Into Group 2. Final driver joining Sam, Ronald, Martin, Kylie, Jamie, Johnny, Nikolai, Greg and Steve Lavalley. It's another new driver. It's Thomas Sanowski. Final driver for Group 3 joining Freddie, Kenzie, Dale, Chris, JB, Victor, PVG, Alejandro and Adam Wright. It's a big hitter for a number 12 seed, Marco Namela.
Not here tonight, though. At least I don't think he is, anyway.
Okay, who's going into Group 4 to join Wobbly, Stephen, Bob, Rafa, David, Nicole, Yarrick, Stephen and Wayne? It's Jamie McKnight. Which means Tyler Newitt goes into Group 1.
I always remember Jamie being the most vocal in our demolition derby in the Race of Champions a few years ago, if you remember.
Yeah, the British Rail trainer notes.
Yeah, That was really funny. There we go, telling you, it's the last one.
There it is. So we'll talk about this in more detail later on. But Group 1 is Miro, Lane, Tony, Vincent, Ant, Rich, Ivan, Stephen, David Fernandez, Simon Trendle, Tyler Newitt. Group 2, Sam, Ronald, Martin, Kylie, Jamie, Johnny, Nikolai, Greg, Steve LaValle, Thomas Sarnowski. Group 3 is Freddie, Kenzie, Dale, Chris, JB, Victor, PVG, Alejandro, Adam and Marco Namela. Group 4 is Wobbly, Stephen Walker, Bob, Rafa, David Blake, Nicole Foggy, Yarrick, Stephen Phillips, Wayne Sanderson and Jamie McKnight. Right, Pete. So, we got ourselves on air early tonight to get that out of the way. Hopefully we are also going to be joined later on by a special guest. So let's talk about the series. For those of you that don't know, tonight is what we call a sprint feature night. So there is a 30-minute sprint race. There'll be a 10-minute break in between, and then a 60-minute feature race. Fuel is limited in all of our races to 80%. That's 80% of a full tank, which means the sprint race there is no need to stop, but drivers will definitely need to stop in the feature races, and will definitely need to stop usually more than once in our 2 endurance races. Other things to note, the drivers have a 15 incident point limit. If they reach 15, they will get a drive of shame, which is a drive through the pits at pit lane speed, and then every time they reach a further 15 incident limits, they will get the same drive of shame. Incident points also go against you in the championship, so every incident point that you pick up during a race gets taken from your total that you score for the race. Scoring is all on the website. There are bonus points available, 5 points for pole position, 5 points for fastest lap, and 1 point for a leading a lap, and you can get up to 5 points for leading a lap. But like I say, you lose a point for every incident that you get. Apart from that, everything is pretty much the same as last season, Pete. Apart from the fact that we have 12, I say that again, 12 new drivers to the series. Awesome. And we also have 9 returning drivers to the series. So they didn't race last season, but they have certainly raced with us in previous seasons. And we said during the draw for the head-to-head, there are some big hitters in the championship this season, aren't there? Johnny Brandon, Nicole Foggy, Tony Kloosterman, all multiple champions in the series. Although we don't have Chris Jackson, the winner of the last 2 series. But on top of that, we've got drivers like Jamie McKnight. We've got drivers like... who else am I thinking of?
Are you talking about returning drivers?
Yes. Marco Namela. There's another one.
Yeah, pretty much a returning driver. Johnny Brandon.
Yeah, we've said him.
Oh, have we? Oh.
Wake up.
Yeah. Do I always pay attention?
Marco Namela, a driver, I've said this before, a driver described to me as the quickest driver never to win the championship.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
What do you think his chances are of putting that little stat right this season, Pete?
From what I've seen of him racing recently, I think that's a pretty good statement. I think he has a very, very good chance of winning this. If he can keep it clean, which we know he can, and we've seen him gap fields by a huge amount lately, and even over the likes of Car 11. It'll be interesting to see as somebody goes wide there. It'll be interesting to see who can take it to the likes of Marco and Amela this season.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Obviously, our sprint races, for those of you that don't know, are done purely on our 15-minute qualifying session, which comes up after the 1 hour practice. However, in race 2, the feature race, the longer race, there is a reverse top 10. So obviously finish outside of the hot top 10, and you ain't getting in the reverse top 10. But if you finish first, you're going to be starting 10th, and there's going to be 9 very quick drivers in front of you. So I have a feeling more than ever, Pete, that reverse top 10 is going to shake things up and maybe, just maybe, stop us having double winners on the night.
I would think so. However, that said, well, no, I think you're right actually, because we've got such a high calibre of super fast drivers this season. I think we're going to get a variety of winners every race. I can't see anybody that is going to just run away with the lot. Marco and Amela might do, but he's not here, so he's already not achieving that in the first race. The top 10, there's people, there's drivers in here which, alright, they don't command a 4 or 5 KI rating. They're maybe a bit less than that, but with a top 10 reversal, that puts them in a great opportunity to try and get away, let everybody scrap behind them, and get themselves a win. I think it's going to mix it up nicely.
Yeah, and I've seen lots of people practicing. Now, it is a car that you have to practice. It's not an arrive and drive car. However, I don't think I've seen quite as much practice as I have done this week
No.
for the opening rounds. Because I just get this feeling this season that any points that you manage to gain, you are going to earn. There's going to be no gimmies this season, and especially with the top 10, there's so many drivers on the grid that can make that top 10. I think from a championship perspective, the fast guys are just going to be taking points from each other, race in, race out. And you know, the last 2 seasons we've seen Chris Jackson sort of run away with it. You know, he did get a little bit of a chase from Adam Wright, but I just can't see that happening this season. There's too many good drivers out there.
There's just loads of them. I don't think it's going to be a runaway season for anybody. The more I'm thinking about it while you were talking, the more I think it's going to be a scrap to the end, and that head-to-head's going to get proper tasty as well.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, I think if we went through each of those groups again, we would find that there's a fairly balanced spread of super fast drivers in each one. All they need to do is kind of not turn up for a couple of sessions, and it gives somebody else an opportunity, I guess.
Well, most definitely. You know, the group stage, you've basically got 5 races to score as many points as you can. And I may have just told you lies then. So I am going to click back onto my screen. Yeah, I did tell you lies. You got 5 rounds. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 races to gather as many points as you can, get yourself into the top 4 of that group. Because after that, it's basically 1 night, 2 races, score as many points as you can. If you beat your opponent, you go through. If you don't beat your opponent, it's good night until next season's head-to-head. So yeah, that is gonna. I think that's going to be fascinating, as are all of our championships. So we've got the standard Simability Cup. I say standard, there's absolutely nothing standard about it with all these cars on the grid. So points you score, each race gets totalled up. Your worst score of the season gets removed, and we get our overall championship winner from that. There's the team standings. So teams can be made up of 3 drivers, and the top 2 scoring drivers in each race have their points added to the team total. New in this series, for this season, we've done it in others, is the Driver of the Meeting Award. So at the end of each race evening, myself, Pete, and anybody else who may be commentating will vote on who impressed them the most during the evening. Not necessarily the winner of any races, but somebody that, I don't know, tactically has done very, very well, or somebody maybe that is used to finishing lower down the grid and has got a couple of good results. We vote for them. They get totted up at the end of the season, and we have a Driver of the Season. There is a Safe Driver Award. It is called the Logan Jackson Safe Driver Award. And basically the drivers are scored on every race on their incidents per corner. So we work out how many incidents they've had in the race, how many corners there are on the track, and that gives them a little total. Obviously, at the end of the season, the driver with the fewest incidents per corner, providing they have taken part in at least 9 races, they will be crowned our Logan Jackson Safe Driver, and Logan will do them a drawing of their race car. We've already talked about the head-to-head, and then there is the Fred Bingham Forever Forward Award. So going on whatever position you start the race in, if you make up any positions, they get added up, and hopefully at the end of the season we will arrive with the Fred Bingham Forever Forward winner, who is the driver that's made up the most positions in the season from their start point. So there's always something to go for, Pete. We was very, very tempted to have a Pro-Am Championship as well, but didn't quite get time to sort that out. However, maybe that's something we look for next season. But apart from the championships, there's, I'm going to say, the thrill of trying to master this car, because somebody at, shall we say, our talent level, if you do get a good lap, it's as good as winning a race.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
There is always, and I mean always, somebody to race with, no matter what your talent level. You know, whether you're a front runner, a mid-packer, or a lapper, you will always find somebody to race with. So even if you're not in, you know, come middle of the season, you think you're out of the championships, you've still got so much to race for, Pete.
You really do, and I was just thinking then about Pro and Am. We used to do that, didn't we?
We did, yeah, we've done it before.
But I don't remember ever setting the the AM Championship from 3.5k down over. that's a new take on that one. Just crazy, the strength of this field. But yeah, it's I can't get over how many quality drivers, how many new drivers, how many returning drivers there are in this series this time. It's just it's very heartwarming. I mean, this is the heart of V8 racing in the kind of northern hemisphere, isn't it? So we do have our Australian, New Zealand contingent in the form of Vincent and a couple of others. So yeah, it's I think this is going to be a blast of a season. We just need to get Mr. Switzer back in the booth to, you know, give out that positive vibe. Yeah, and obviously he's on-track barbecues and missed as well. You know, this is really, really difficult to call at this point in the season, but it's always nice to have a dabble and just see how wrong we were at the end of the season. If I was to give you 17 pence at the moment and say you can put that bet on anybody in this field that you want, who's going to win the championship? I'll tell you what, I'll make it easier. Pick from 3 drivers. All right. I think Adam Wright, and I'm basing that on the fact that he's at the top of the timing table at the minute. I'm going to have to go Marco. So Adam, Marco, and Simon Trendle.
Good calls. Okay.
Yours, go on, yours. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm willing to cough up 17 pence as well.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to say Adam as well, purely because I tipped him at the end of last season before we had 13,042 sign-up.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's dedicated, he puts the practice in, and the improvements that he's seen has been phenomenal. He will probably tell you, I'll be happy if I get top 10s. If I was Adam, I would be disappointed if I was outside the top 5. I'm going to say Johnny Brandon, because Johnny's been telling me that he's been out of the car, well, out of sim racing really, for nearly 12 months. But it's like riding a bike, innit? You don't lose it. And he's like Mr. Consistency. He just always manages to score big points, and he's always there or thereabouts at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. Do I agree? Marco, I'd love to say Marco, but I don't know if Marco's going to do a full season, and the fact that he's missing tonight, that's his drop score already. So
yeah, that is a good point.
I'm not sure, but I'm going to agree with you on the third choice, Simon Trendle. Again, one of life's annoying people that can jump in anything and be quick, but he's also been patient and learned the ins and outs of the V8, I think now. Started to show some real signs of magic at the back end of last season. So yeah, I honestly believe he's going to be another one that is right up there in the mix. But I just think with any of these guys, with just one drop round, they can only afford one bad race meeting or one missed race meeting.
Yeah.
I think all the other points that they score are going to be so important come tally up time at the end of the season.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. It's just going to be very, very tight, and I don't think you're going to be able to afford to miss very much at all. Maybe I've lost 17 pence here with backing Marco, but we'll see. If he can stay in it for all the other races, then I think he's a force to be reckoned with, because he'll just run away with races. I don't know. Should we try and do a lap with somebody?
Yeah, go on. I'll let you do
just
that.
for the.
Who are you going to curse?
I don't know. I was going to curse Simon, but then Simon's out that way. Let's see who else is nearing the start of the lap. No, he's not. Let's have a look further round. Here we go. We're turning into turn 1 with Steve Valley. There's a car joining on the right there. Very careful going around turn 1 there. Right, so fire it into what is turn 2. Ignore that kink back there. This is a second gear corner normally, and it is on his dash as well. Hold it in second, probably all the way around here. And then get on the gas and absolutely fire it out of this little section. So we're on the straight that leads to the hairpin. This could be the scene of some casualties, Clyde.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So heavy braking before the cones. That's interesting. Must be on reasonably warm track. We'll have a look at that before we start quali. And then you fire it down here. This section is all about leading into Cunningham Corner, which is the sharp right, 90-degree right at the end of here. Usually you brake at the 3 cones. That was about the same. Second gear, or first gear in there. I thought first would be a bit short for that corner. And then fire it round here towards Tower, which is this next corner, the right-hander again. Lots of challenging right-hand corners on this track, to be fair. He's in the toe of what looks like Stephen Walker ahead. And then round this section, that was Flying Fortress Straight there, because this used to be a US Air Force base. And into this section, which is the Le Mans section, before we get into Ullman Straight. This is one of the most critical turns on the track. Get it wrong coming out of there, and you are going to make yourself a victim all the way down this huge straight. You can see the secondary pit lane that we don't use in iRacing, but they do use in real life. And then you're into the most evil corner in any circuit, I think. It just deceives you, Clyde. There's bumps around this that aren't there for like 20 laps, and on 21st lap, they have you, and they punt you off into the strangest directions, and then you're over the start-finish line.
And there's also 721,000 ways of taking that last turn.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
And I've tried all of them and still can't get it right. So yeah, good lap there. Pete telling Steve Lavalley how he should have done it.
Absolutely.
So we are, as you can see, at Sebring in Florida. The track is 3.7 miles long. Last time we was here was way back in season 5. And it was an endurance race, and it was won by Tony Kloosterman.
Ooh, right.
And if the practice times are anything to go by, we will be smashing our V8ESC lap record, which currently is with Tony, with a 2:02.801. And I think I saw Adam Wright's time was somewhere around 2 minutes flat. So
it is.
I have a feeling that's going to go.
Yeah, 2 minutes. 0.54, but we've had a number of tyre model changes and updates to these cars since, 7 seasons ago now, isn't it? So
yes. Last time we raced, which was the final race of season 11, we had an endurance race at Laguna Seca. Simon Trendle took away the win with Kenzie Newhoff in second and Adam Wright in third. Now, interesting, Pete, neither of us went for Kenzie Newhoff in our predictions.
No, the reason I didn't is because last season he announced that he wasn't going to continue for the rest of it, and I didn't know whether he was a cert for the whole of this season or not. I don't know whether that's unfair of me, but I'm just using last season's knowledge to formulate my decision.
Okay, yeah,
For sure, he is probably one of the fastest drivers and probably the most consistent driver that we've ever seen, because if you pitch the races that he's actually been in, he finishes consistently in the top 5 every race.
Yes.
He could easily champion this if he stayed in it.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at some of our new drivers then. So we've got David Blake. He's currently in 20th position in the pit lane. Who else have we got? Alejandro's not here. David Fernandez, have I seen him? Yes, he's in 25th at the moment.
And on track.
And on track, there you go. Or nearly on track.
Gone broke, this is a new team to us as well.
It certainly is, yeah. Stephen Walker. Now, we know Stephen from his dominance in TCR. He's now driving GT4s, but tonight he's put his big boy pants on and jumped in a real car, currently down in 23rd. PVG is not with us tonight. Martin Pearson is.
He's in pits at the moment.
Where is Martin? Currently at bottom of the pile, but only just.
He's bottom on your screen. There's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Don't forget how many's here.
I keep forgetting.
It runs out at 30.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Rafa D. Where is Rafa? Currently in 22nd.
Yeah, he's in pits as well. We've got Dale Green for Gone Broke as well.
I haven't got that far down my list yet.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I'll shut up. You carry on.
You're so premature.
Always.
Stephen Kiefer.
Yeah, he's here. I just got to find him. There he is. On track. In the council pane. For now.
32. We've got Chris Sherburn.
Hang on. This is a challenge. He's in the pits at the minute as well for Gone Broke Racing.
Currently in 26th position. Now you can have it. Dale Green.
Okay, he's in the pits. No, he's not. He's on track. What am I on about? Oh, dear.
Currently in 21st. We've got Thomas Sanowski.
He was a bit... Was he
24th.
Oh, there he is. Got him. He's in pit road at the moment.
And I don't think we've got Freddie, have we?
No.
Okay, so they are what I've classed as our new drivers, our returning drivers. Victor Morjon.
Oh, let me find him. There he is. On track he's in the council pane, but that won't last long. I'm sure he'll find himself at race livery.
I think we've already had a message about that.
Oh, have we? Right, okay.
Currently yet to set a time. Jamie McKnight, I don't think I've seen tonight.
No, not in.
Freddie's just been on the chat. He is here. He's on his way.
Oh, right. Hurry up,
Better
Freddie.
late than never.
Yeah.
Steve Lavalley, who we did a lap with, so we know he's on track, currently in 14th position.
Yeah, he's boxed the car for now. Is he? No, he's on track.
Do we have Wayne Sanderson with us? We do. He's in 18th position.
He is definitely in the pits at the minute.
Not seen Lame. Have you seen Lame O'Connor?
He's not done a lap and he's in pit road. Oh no, he's not. He's out on the track now.
Oh, okay. He's about to set a time. Johnny Brandon is definitely with us. Yeah. He will be up there in the top 5 somewhere, in 4th position. Marco Namela, we know, isn't with us. Ronald Moons.
Ronald. I'm sure I've seen him.
I'm sure I've seen Ronald.
Ronald Moons. He's in pit road. Berserk Racing.
Okie dokie. Ronald currently in 30th position, and our final returning driver is Rich Warmingham. Currently in 8th position.
Yeah, he's always been super fast though, hasn't he?
Oh, definitely. But again, let's say it's a few seasons ago that Rich first raced with us, and it's going to sound really horrible. It's not meant to. Started off very ordinary.
Yeah.
And slowly worked up his confidence and his speed in the car, and then he was a top 5 driver. So, if any of these drivers watching this back have had a bad race or think they're not on pace, there are a number of drivers in this field that when they started with us, they were nothing to shout about. And some of those drivers will be in the top 10 in the races you've just had. Now, that's really weird.
Yeah.
That has really confused me now.
Yeah. There's a bit of tense work that needs to happen there.
A fourth wall break?
I think so. Yeah.
But,
without I'm sure that these people will agree with me. So the likes of Nikolai, for instance, he's very consistent now, and he's very, very fast now. I mean, the NQR journey that he's been on has been very good for him, hasn't it? If you look at Miro, he's come on a lot. Stephen Phillips, it's not taken him that long actually to get back up to a reasonable speed, a decent speed. Wayne Sanderson, we used to see him tussling with Jamie Wilson virtually every race, if you remember. And they've both come up pretty quickly in the... somebody crashing at the beginning of pit road there. I'm not sure who that is at the minute. It wasn't that particular driver, but never mind. But yes, there's quite a number, and now I think we've got a new fraternity of drivers that have joined us, who will definitely be that series of rising talent that come up in V8s.
Yeah, without a doubt. Somebody that we will be keeping an eye on. Who's 44? Is that Miro?
44. It takes me about 20 minutes to find numbers.
So
Miro, it's Miro.
There's that little wall just past the green cone at the pit exit. I just see him reversing behind there. I think he was trying to hide, or I don't know. Yeah, we are obviously going to be keeping our eye on our very own Sam Boozin. 19th in the practice session. And obviously, if he does crash, when he crashes, there will be no slow-mo replays. There will be full-on, complete sympathy from the commentary team.
Absolutely, yes. It won't last 20 minutes at all. Actually, we need to rename him, Clyde. We need to call him Sam Slowdown Boozin, because last night in the official, I think at Le Mans, he must have had at least 3.
Well, shall we tell everybody?
Is he still in the chat? No,
he disappeared.
All right.
You did say something about reading your PMs, but I have no idea what that was about.
Right, okay, I'll go and have a look.
Just so everybody knows the quality of Sam's racing. Sam was telling us that he loves the realism of sim racing. So he gridded in the official last night with his engine turned off, and the red lights came on and his engine was turned off, and the green lights came on and his engine was turned off because he forgot to start the engine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he won't make that mistake tonight.
No,
but
definitely not.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
We're coming to the end, Pete, of this practice session. I was really, really, really hoping that Glenn Sidman from Simability was going to join us, but he hasn't yet. But if I see him pop into the waiting room any point during the races, I shall drag him in quickly.
Cool.
We're obviously proud and honoured to have Simability on board again for their second season. Glenn does some absolutely fantastic work for sim racers with disabilities or difficulties. Please go to their website, check it out. He does some absolutely amazing stuff. And a big shout out to Glenn's son Jacob as well, who is the main tester. So yeah, let's keep up that great work, guys. And one day soon, hopefully, I would love to see either one of you or both of you take part in one of these races.
Yeah, they definitely need to do that, Clyde. Definitely.
That would be absolutely fantastic.
I'm going to go for a comfort break. I'll be back very shortly.
Okay, so whilst Premature Pete goes off and does whatever he needs to do, evening to Mary Jackson on the chat. She says, good luck, everybody, apart from Chris, because Chris isn't allowed to race this season because Mary's put her foot down. But enough of that. Mary's very famous, by the way, for any of you that watch the Poopcast. She was an international pop star a couple of years ago, so that was all very good. Please go back and watch it. It was absolutely hilarious, especially when we got Mary on our Name That Tune, and she was thinking it was going to be racing related music, and it was one of her own songs, and in the background all you can hear is, oh my god. But anyway, enough about that. So our practice session is over. We now go into a 15-minute qualifying session. Qualifying is going to be difficult. There are a lot of cars on the track. The cars are all on the track at once. Finding yourself some space can be an issue. Finding yourself some tow could be even worse. But that could be the difference. As you see on your screen, the BSTV guys all going out together, trying to make the most of the tow. We have seen in the past, and not just in this series, but teams trying to take full advantage of any tow that is possible, and actually helping each other round the track to try and get some better times in. We know this track is going to be busy. We know qualifying is going to be very, very, very important. It's not going to be easy to overtake. Evening to Charles Kellyman on the chat as well. I'm trying to find out exactly how many cars we do have on the grid, and I shall find out very, very shortly. Just not yet. So we are currently looking at, is that one of the NQR guys? I think that is Bob Woodhouse.
It is, yeah. Yes.
Another much improved driver.
Yeah. Let's
I think the only drivers that haven't improved, Pete, are the drivers that were already up there.
Yeah, I mean, they were at the ceiling, weren't they? Or they were at everybody's ceiling. The talent level for some of these guys was already maxed out. As in, you're not going to find that many people beyond that level of iRacing. When you consider that a lot of these guys are at 4 and 5k iRating, you know, it's pretty dizzying, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I did do the calculation. There are 41 drivers signed up at the moment, and the average iRating is a tad over 3,600.
Whoa. You'd have to take my iRating and multiply it by another person's iRating in this race, and then I might get near that. Yeah, dear.
And what makes that even more amazing, and I won't mention any names, but because iRating isn't the be-all and end-all, this driver may just not participate in official iRacing races, but our lowest is 800.
Good grief.
So that just shows how high all the rest are to keep that average up to 3,600. Evening to PVG on the chat. Already told us he will be missing this event, but he'll be back for the next one. Talking about the schedule, so we try to follow the official iRacing V8 supercar schedule where we can. We also try and race every 2 weeks, but that's not always possible because if there is an iRacing special event on, we do move our calendar about to allow the drivers to take part in those. So at the moment, we are locked in up to round 8. So round 1 and 2 at Sebring. Next up on August the 13th, rounds 3 and 4 from Suzuka. August the 27th, rounds 5 and 6 from Imola, and then rounds 7 and 8, September the 10th, we are at Sandown. Absolutely fantastic track, love that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the homes of V8, isn't it? Along with Bathurst, Sandown's synonymous with V8 racing.
The home of horsepower, if I remember rightly, they call themselves.
What do Winton call themselves?
The home of twisty corners.
Yeah. They've all got something, haven't they? Each of the American NASCAR tracks is the home of something.
Yeah,
the Stadium of Speed or something like that.
Is Winton the home of Hugo Flying?
Hugo Flying? What? I don't get that. I'm not educated enough.
You can't remember Wednesday then?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It was like 4 days ago.
Yeah. Oh dear, that was funny. So Kenzie tops
they're straight into the 2 minutes, aren't they?
It's terrifying. That's faster than the practice. But oh no, it's not. It's 1/100th slower than the fastest practice lap. That's just should be illegal.
So, with this amount of cars on the track, I am going to keep an eye on the timing screen and just see if anybody goes, I think I might start in the pit lane.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the track map to show everybody's position.
There's a little number you have to change.
Is it the driver filter?
Could be.
I tried changing that and it didn't do very much.
You've got one driver on there.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get it so that it shows all drivers at the same time.
It was under the control box for the track map, I think.
Oh, right.
And there'll be some numbers in a little box, and if you delete them, everybody will appear.
Oh, right.
Just like that.
Hey, right, thank you. Solved. I'll just put their car numbers on and then it stops it going a bit mental. There we go. Right, thank you for that. Appreciate it. So, we've got a few cars. Oh, God, blimey. We've got cars all over the place at the minute.
There's 9 yet to set a time.
Yes, and some of them. So we've got Bob Woodhouse hasn't set a time in terms of the drivers you'd expect to. As Vincent goes down pit road, Johnny Brandon's on a lap, yet to set a time. Bob Woodhouse is on a lap, yet to set a time. I suppose some of the newer drivers may elect, Clyde, as I and I think you on occasion used to do, start from pit lane and keep out of trouble.
Yeah, there is. For me, it would depend on how my practice session went.
Yeah.
You know, if there was, like there was quite often, some sketchy areas of the track, shall we say, I would sometimes elect to start from pit lane, knowing that, you know, I'm not going to be up there in the top. Well, probably not in the top 30 in this field, but you know, wanting some more time in the car and not wanting to put a lucky qualifying lap in and spin on the first corner and take 6 cars out. So it was more for other people's safety than mine. So, well, we did get a sneak preview there of Mr. Whitelegs.
Yeah, milk bottles himself. We're on board on the insert picture with Jamie.
All we need is Ant's legs on one side of the screen, Adam's on the other, and viewers will be asking what those white pillars are.
Yeah, totally. Although Adams might have a little bit of tan to them after Croft, don't you think?
What, wind tan?
Wind tan, yeah. We didn't get rain tan that time, but, you know. I mean, when you're on board, it's super fast, isn't it, this track? It's.
I absolutely adore this track. I know some people don't like it because it's flat and all the rest of it, but for me, it's a driver's track.
Yeah, I mean, I like tracks with undulation. I like the Alton Parks of the world where it's uphill and down dale. But this one seems to make up for it in the technicality of the corners, and it's actually got places which are viable overtaking opportunities. And sometimes with the flat tracks, you don't always get that, do you?
No, that's very true. And just a service announcement. The train announcer has just connected.
Whoa, really? Oh, he has? Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Let's hope he's had some practice elsewhere.
Yeah. So at the minute, the top 5, which is Jamie's challenge, I guess, McKnight that is. Kenzie Newhoff has put in the fastest time, and it was the time we saw before, and he's not improved on it so far. There he is on track. Wobbly has put in the second fastest time, and again, it was his previous time, and he's not improved upon it. He's not on track at the moment to show. And then Vincent. Now, that's a surprise to me.
Well, is it?
Go on.
Vincent made a tongue-in-cheek comment on the Discord chat. It was this week or maybe last week. I happened to post how many sign-ups we'd had so far because it was amazing me. And Vincent's reply was something like, "Oh, I better do some practice this season."
Right, okay. Yeah. I think there's plenty of practice goes on in the Skillbeck house. Because he drives for other series, doesn't he, in Australian leagues, obviously. Like all of them will. It's their home series, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
But he gets up early or stays up late, whichever way round it is, and races with us pretty much at every event.
Yeah, yeah. And he's added some little purpley pink bits to his car livery this time. So
yeah, I was going to say it's changed slightly, hasn't it? Yeah. Perhaps it's. Do you reckon it's a ploy to hide the missing bits?
It could easily be. Yeah.
We have seen him with like half a car on occasions.
Yeah. I'm not doing any replays at the moment. I will get to doing replays. I saw Miro off track just now, but usually in qualifying, the thing that triggers the replay is generally somebody just pulling over to the side of the track or pulling onto the grass out of people's way. So I don't bother with it in quali. We'll do that in the race. But yeah, Wheelie Bins. It's a Facebook community, isn't it, for sim racing? You know, if you were to umbrella it into a category of something.
Yeah, and you know, just touching on what we were saying there, sometimes a very apt name for Vincent's car.
yeah, especially when it's lost the lid. Oh dear. So, top 5 up to now is still Kenzie with his time from previous. Still in the pits at the moment. Wobbly is provisionally in second place. Vincent is provisionally in third, as we've seen. Simon Trendle, who is on pit road right now, is provisionally 4th. Johnny Brandon, provisionally 5th. 6th is Adam Wright, who's in pit road. Yarek Sebula is 7th currently. Tyler the Smiler on pit road is 8th. Rich Warmingham for XVR Holden is in 9th provisionally. And then rounding out the top 10 is Nikolai Bogatyrov for NQR Europe.
NQR driver at the moment.
I know. That's, I'm not surprised at the fact that he's that far up. I'm surprised that there aren't some of the others ahead of him, if that makes sense. Bob Woodhouse back in 17th. Tony Klusterman in 13th currently.
Bob, not too worried about. Bob's a very, very solid racer, isn't he?
Yeah, I was used to seeing him gridding quite high up last season. I think that's what's in my head.
We've also seen him take plenty of positions during the race.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He puts people behind him very, very quickly, doesn't he? So he's currently making his way into Cunningham, I think that is. No, Tower. No, Hairpin. There we go. I'll get it right at least one of these days.
Just having a look down the field at the moment.
Oh, we've just tripped over qualifying, so that's it. That is it.
That was it. Done and dusted.
It certainly was. I need to find out how I do this now. There we go.
Okay, let's get through this grid straight away. So, pole position for race one of the new season is Kenzie Neuhoff for Hydro Racing Forces. Second, Wobbly Kneecaps for BSTV Esports Pink. And third, Vincent Skilbeck for Wheelie Bins and Mayhem Republic. Simon Trendle goes off fourth, Johnny Brandon fifth, Adam Wright sixth. Yarrick Sebula 7th, Tony Kloosterman 8th. Tony popped one in there right at the end. Tyler Newitt 9th, Rich Warmingham 10th, Nikolai Bogotyrev 11th, Jamie Wilson 12th, Stephen Phillips 13th, Steve Lavallee 14th, and Woodward 15th. 16th is Wayne Sanderson, 17th Bob Woodhouse, 18th Freddie Van Ickhoven, 19th is Dale Green, 20th is Sam Boozin, 21st Miro Haraski, 22nd David Fernandez, 23rd David Blake, 24th Lame O'Connor. 25th, Stephen Walker. 26th, Martin Pearson. Then comes Victor Morjon, Rafa D, Chris Sherburn, Thomas Sanowski, Ronald Moons, Jason Haddington, JB DeJoux, Stephen Kiefer, Ivan Bowmans, and Jamie McKnight rounds out your 36-car grid.
You did very well,
I'm
then.
knackered.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Just going for a lay down.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find the most optimal camera for this start. I don't know what it's going to be at the moment. Not that one. I'm going to have to go with this one, I think, Clyde.
Well, the lights are coming on.
This is going to be...
Green, green, green.
And we're green.
This is going to be
away.
An incredible start.
This is the first pinch point of the track.
It really is. And everybody got round turn one.
Wide, yeah, but no major damage.
Vincent into second.
Next pinch point is the hairpin.
Kenzie trying to check out. Vincent, has he got a slowdown? He's wide. No, he's not. He's fine. He's just...
one of the Chimera cars, I think it was Simon Trendle as well. Just dumped a whole load of places.
Right. Yes, he has, actually. He's 4 down at the moment as they go crowding through the hairpin.
Oh, Vincent's gone round.
I can't even see him on my screen anymore. I can't catch up with him. There he is. Right, we'll catch up with that in a second. He's going to join at the back of the grid.
Didn't actually see what it was. Don't know if there was contact, whether he went on his own, but we'll have a look at that in a wee bit.
Yeah, we'll do an autopsy on that later. My SDK just could not cope with the amount of cars a minute ago. It was going mad. It was going absolutely insane. Look at them piling through here. Absolutely fantastic to see so many V8s. And Nikolai Bogotyrev way out of position. He was off track before. We'll find out all about that in a bit.
Yeah, I had a message from Glenn Sidman from Simability. He's hoping to join us between race 1 and race 2.
Adam is putting pressure on Johnny Brandon. They're a bit paired off at the front, Clyde.
They are, aren't they?
Then there's this rabble. Stephen Phillips 2 wide there.
You've got Kenzie and Wobbly first and second, Johnny and Adam third and fourth, and everybody else is fifth.
Yeah. My timing screen is just red. I don't know what else to do with it, to be honest. It's just red. Tyler out on his own at the moment in a bit of no man's land.
Well, I think the top half dozen probably
Ooh, sideways. Who
someone
was
was
that?
sideways
That was
there.
Yarrick, I think.
Yeah. I was just saying, I think the top half dozen will be fairly happy that they're, they're not in some epic battles at the moment. They're getting the time to ease themselves back into the car and into the track.
Yeah, I mean, I'm scrolling like mad because I cannot find where the events are. Right, so we've got this. This happened all together.
Adam Wright has got some damage.
I don't know where that was from. So this is what happened. I'm going to have to do this one again, I think. Ooh, that was that Solid Air? Ooh, good grief, that was very painful for
I think that might have been
Vincent
Tony.
Skillback.
Yeah, I think Tony was the one out on the grass, wasn't he?
I think he was, yeah. You'll forgive my PC for trying to catch up with itself. We've got a few people now that are showing way down the field. So we'll have a look at this and we'll do a bit of this and see if that helps us view this any better. So Vincent on the outside of Johnny and Tyler got a little bit of...
I think there was contact
yeah,
there.
I do. Oof, that was a heavy
there was definitely
hit.
contact there.
Yeah.
Don't quite know who that was.
No, nor do I at the moment. I'll try and find out. There's all sorts going on still.
I think it may... Ooh. There's Nikolai is well down the field.
Yeah, let me find the live button. Nikolai went off at a similar time, but I think it was Tony that copped out for it. Meanwhile, at the front,
yeah, Johnny Brandon has pulled a little gap over Adam Wright. And Simon Trendle starting to put pressure on Adam now.
yeah, and Wobbly isn't letting Kenzie go at the moment. In fact, he's catching him.
It's a difficult track to get away from people, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
What have we got here? Some of the XVR drivers.
It's Lane. I thought it...
Lane, is it?
Yeah, it came up on my event tracker, but it's a nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, he obviously lost a lot of positions from that.
He did. I mean, you get mugged in the V8 when you go off track anyway, don't you?
Yeah, Wobbly is all over the back of Kenzie at the moment.
Very much so, yeah.
So Johnny Brandon up a couple of positions, Adam Wright up a couple of positions. Simon Trendle has lost a position. There are a few movers and shakers.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the track map and it looks a bit crazy, doesn't it? I think I'm showing like the top 30 or something like that, or... Poor old SDK can't cope at the minute.
So, Rafa D's in the pits.
There we go, there's your losses and gains so far. So the top two, you can see them here scrapping now. Johnny Brandon's having a bit of this as well, Clyde.
Yeah, Didn't take him long, did it?
Not really. Do you say he's been away from this? Because I think he may have been fibbing.
Wobbly's got the lead. Don't think, unless I missed it, that we saw that move.
It was on screen, yeah.
I was obviously looking at another screen.
It was into sunset. We can see it again for a special bit of autopsy. So I'm trying to get away from... Oh, looks like Rafa's had a bit of a time of it. He went off track. We'll have a look at that later.
Yeah, well, he was in the pits and then he's disconnected, so don't quite know what happened there. So Wobbly's going to use the toe. Down the Ullman straight into sunset. Takes the inside line.
Very nicely done. Yeah, very nicely done, actually.
Kenzie's still holding off Johnny Brandon, but that's allowed, the battle in there has allowed Adam Wright and Simon Trendle to catch up. So this is going to be a five-way battle.
Very quickly, yeah, because I think Kenzie's got his wriggle on now. Simability, who is that on the chat?
That will be Glenn.
Oh, right, because he's calling us a knucklehead, which sounds a lot like a certain person who would be sat in Florida right now.
Yeah, does, doesn't it?
With a barbecue. Probably sat in his truck so he can get the aircon on. So Wobbly's got himself a bit of a lead. And is that Kenzie with a slowdown? It is.
It is, yeah.
So that is Sam Boozen's slowdown, Kenzie. So if you can hand it him back, that'd be fine.
So that drops Kenzie down to fifth, doesn't it?
It does.
First to fifth in a lap.
It's that competitive, isn't it? It's just, I mean, look at this lot back here, Clyde. This is just ridiculous.
Can we go back to the front, because that will scare me.
Honestly, my whole SDK screen from 9th down to 21st is red, with just 14th and 15th sticking out.
Jamie McKnight up 12 places. He's now in 24th.
This is quite congested back here. In fact, we've got it all going on here now.
So, Johnny Brandon going for the lead on wobbly kneecaps. Adam Wright getting interested.
I want to see that again because there was a bit of door-to-door here, Clyde, as they went into Cunningham.
Nothing wrong with that. All is fair in love and racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wobbly probably possibly washed out a bit on the corner, but there was nothing in that for me.
Nah, racing, that's what that is. Oh, here we go though, I've joined it right, just at the right time. Oh dear.
So I think Johnny just pulled the same move on Wobbly that Wobbly pulled on Kenzie.
Yeah, and now Adam's looking interested. Just a draft
so
train.
Simon.
Yep.
Looks like there was an obstruction in the middle of the track there. Two went one side and two went the other. Look at these lights!
Oh my god! No! No! Oh no! Oh! Oh! Right, so anybody can win now.
But they're still at it.
They really are, yeah.
Tyler Newitt's in the lead.
There he goes.
That was never ever going to work three wide.
No. Alright, we're going to have to autopsy that a number of times, I think. Oh dear. I'm scrolling up like you've never seen.
Let me get a drink.
Yeah.
Here we go. Go on then.
I don't know where this will bring us to, by the way. Maybe this is better. So, 3 wide into turn 2. There was touches on both sides for wobbly.
Well,
Ooh.
yeah.
And then it just gets a bit brutal from there.
Carries on, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Wobbly actually manages to recover quite quickly. Where did Johnny end up?
Johnny is
Currently 19th.
Yeah.
Vincent, who was with him, is 21st. Who else was up there? Kenzie managed to
Simon.
recover in 11th. Where's Simon? Oh, he's still in 2nd. He's the lucky one, but he's got no bonnet. I'd say that's cheating. Oh, look at the handling on it, though.
Yeah. He's doing a Batman.
He's doing a Batman, yeah. If this was Le Mans at night, we wouldn't be able to see him.
So Simon holding on to 2nd with half a car. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 all on the same piece of track. Stephen Phillips doing well.
Yeah, Stephen Phillips is right up there now. Sorry, I've ended up with the flag showing. I don't know how to turn it off. Yeah, dear.
We're only halfway through the race with another race to go.
Yeah, it's just not normal, is it? It's hilarious. And brilliant at the same time. So, back here with Ant Woodward and co. This is getting a bit feisty. In fact, you can see it on your screens, folks. Everything in orange is a battle. I don't know where to point the camera. If anybody's got any advice, I'm welcome to read it.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on the gap at the front, and that is just going away. I don't know if it's Simon is down on speed and holding the rest off, or someone's round in the background there. I think that was Bob Woodhouse.
Oh, was it? Let me find him. Oh my god. How'd you find anybody? He's going slow, so let me get back to the bottom. The event tracker is just a ridiculous thing. It's now a bit like 30 or 40 lines long. Why is Tyler Newitt? Oh, it's my SDK's going bonkers again. I've got Tyler Newitt dropping down the field according to SDK. Which is unlikely.
Yeah, I can confirm Tyler is still in the lead.
He is, by quite a long way. You can see it on your screens now. I'll apologise for SDK not being able to keep pace. Oh no! Look at all this!
Yeah, as I was saying,
Wobbly's round again.
I'm not sure if Simon's car is now underpowered because of the damage and he's holding everybody up, or whether he's just putting on a stout defence, but Tyler is driving away.
Sorry, shouldn't be shouting for one or the other, should I? But come on, Sam!
It's Sam with the white wheels, I believe.
Yeah. He's still got his easier wheels. They'll never go. Look who's behind him as well. I mean, that crash with the top 5, 6 or 7, I don't know how many cars was in it, but there was a lot. None of them have come out badly, other than Simon physically. And Simon is missing his bonnet, but it's not slowing his car down, so...
Yeah, position-wise, obviously Johnny's down in 14th now.
Look at this. What a field, though, Clyde. Johnny
making a move on Sam.
Yep.
Trying a move on Sam.
And I think he's got it done. Sam's wise
done.
to it. He knows it's not his battle, so. Now we've got Wobbly closing in on Freddie.
Still battles all over the track. What's happened to Tony Kloosterman? He's down in 26th.
What's going on here then? Oh, right, okay. So that's the end of something.
I know you seem to have managed to get the Joker laps on the screen.
I'm doing a fantastic job of pressing random things that I then can't get rid of.
As you can see, nobody has taken their Joker lap yet.
Well, you wouldn't be surprised by that, seeing as they don't get one. Ignore the standings, folks. It's just SDK doing its thing. So we've got Stephen Phillips in close contention with Kenzie and Adam. Adam obviously recovering from previous, really, isn't he?
Yeah, and he already had some damage on his car from lap 1.
Yeah, you were saying, and I still can't find that, by the way. Martin Pearson has exited stage right and come back on track.
It's Stephen Phillips and Kenzie. And that is yeah, Kenzie's car's a mess as well, isn't it?
It's pretty wrecked, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Stephen. Oh, and his contact. And Kenzie's round. Can't find his click on him. Oh!
See that one coming, to be honest.
Yeah. That's a bit of a bottleneck, that bit of the track, isn't it? So, Wobbly's ended up with no nose cone. And then these guys are still scrapping back here. Kenzie has come off worst of everybody for that. Ooh, and Miro's gone the long way around. Sorry, missed his little name there.
Huge stall.
Back at the front here, or near the front anyway, because Tyler's got a 5.5 second lead. It wasn't that long ago that Tyler won his first race, was it?
Wasn't, no. Just looking at Simon's car, maybe Jamie Lawson should be painting the engine bay in green and white stripe.
Oh dear.
So we've got 7.5 minutes to go in our race 1 sprint race.
So Gary has said I need to set my replay to show all cars, which I'll do in the interim between the sprint and the feature race.
Yeah, I did send you that message about 20 minutes ago.
You did, yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to give you the credit for the solution, though, so...
Well, no, obviously not.
What's going on here? Kenzie to pit road.
Yeah, that must be black flag, maybe. Sorry,
Ooh.
meatball flag.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he's taken a lot of damage, hasn't he? So,
Or just a horribly handling car.
yeah. The Smiler will be smiling at the moment because he's way out in front.
Not pulling away, though, is he?
It's been 5 seconds for a
Yeah.
long time. Ooh, this is why, though, I think, because we've got some scrapping going on.
Considering Simon Trendle has left most of his car behind.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my new favourite word now and say that the BSTV eSports paint is looking resplendent.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm focused on Jamie because he's up 7 places from his start position. And we've got him on the inset camera, obviously. We've also got the car in front, which is Rich Warmingham up 6. But then the car in front of that, and in 3rd place, and on a podium position, Clyde, Ant Woodward.
Yeah, Ant's, Ant is known as the incident point collector. However, he also, I think, gets more than his fair share of bad luck.
Yeah.
And this, I think this is just showing what Ant can do when he doesn't get bad luck, and maybe others do. But Simon Trendle is proving to be very hard to pass.
Yeah, even with
Less-
a good proportion of his car missing.
Less than 5 minutes left.
This is further back down the field with David Blake and Martin Pearson.
Yeah, Johnny Brandon got himself. Jamie McKnight started 36th and last. He's in 11th.
Yeah. It's very McKnight-esque. Oh, who's that? That's Stephen Phillips off the track.
Yeah, no, now he's 10th.
Yeah, and this is probably how he's managing to pick up these positions. So Johnny Brandon and Lane O'Connor are about to inherit another position each as well.
Still nobody has taken their Joker lap.
No, it's a shame, isn't it? I don't know how you get it to disappear, to be honest. Clicking it again does not work. Where's the cameraman?
On track.
Oh, that's a shame. Stephen Phillips and Lane still going at it, even though Johnny's leapfrogged a pair of them. Oh, it's getting a bit...
I was going to say Simon Trendle and Ant Woodward is getting tasty.
Yes, it is, and he might make this work. He's taking a very tight line, which usually means you lose your momentum. And in the background, Rich Warmingham's thinking, aye.
I'm not sure Simon Trendle has lost any top speed, you know.
No, I know, he's just like booting it, isn't he?
Inside the last 3 minutes.
Desperate to get on the gas, you can hear it. You hear that? He was like on it, then off it, then on it, then off it. He's got the speed on him, I think, but he's just not in the right place at the right time at the minute.
It's a long, hard braking zone, isn't it?
Yeah, that one is, yeah, definitely. Is he going to be later on the brakes at all? No, not this time. Simon giving him room, though. Ooh. This could be it into tower now.
Could be it, yeah. Yeah, he's got it done.
Or has he? Because the cutback is quite strong out of tower if he can manage it. I just don't think he's got the acceleration.
He's on the right side of the track, isn't he?
He is as well.
Defend. I thought Simon may have showed his nose in there, but no.
I'm just going to cut further back in the field. We've got Tony Kloosterman closing on Steve and Phillips and Lane O'Connor, that's all. Very, very close. If they lap is 2 minutes, Clyde, have we got the rest of this one plus one or plus?
No, we are on the final lap.
Oh, are we? Right, okay.
I believe. Depending on what Tyler does on this lap.
Look at this, Team Chimera for definitely an attempt at one or more podium finishes here.
Jamie Wilson will be desperate to get past Simon, won't he?
He really will. You don't want to.
Teammates aside.
Yeah, you don't want your teammate winning with damage, do you? Hunt Woodward not that far away. Look at that, it's a beach buggy in third place.
I think, we may just eke another lap.
Where is the Smiler? He's here. Well, that's 30 minutes ticks over,
Oh, no,
and he's definitely
sorry.
the last lap in.
I can see the time.
Tyler's
So,
on
yeah.
to Tower. Corner. This lot. There's a lot going on here, has to be said. This is a great result for Team Chimera, Clyde.
It certainly is.
If they finish like they do. Rich Warmingham having none of that. He's toe in.
Yeah, Yarrick Sebula's there as well.
Ready to mop up any indiscretions.
Leaders at the other end of the Almond Straits.
Doesn't look like there's any overtaking attempting unless this is. Yes, he's having a look. So sorry, Tyler. Ooh, God almighty. That was nearly a disaster.
Rich Warmingham there took massive avoided action
Yeah.
as to not run into Jamie Wilson, but Tyler Newitt takes away the first win of the season with Ant Woodward in second, and Simon Trendle, I believe, held on for third.
He did, and this is a bit of a drag race here. Oh, dear. That was Sam Boozen and Jamie McKnight, who's up 29 places. 29 places. He's already winning the Fred Bingham Forever Forward Award. He might not need to turn up again. Johnny looking a bit beaten and sore. Everybody's crawling over the line in the throes of their cars, almost dying. What a race, Clyde.
Oh, absolutely fantastic, mate. We knew there was going to be action. We knew there was going to be incident. But yeah, I a little bit disappointed with those front three
Or seven.
close to the front three. It really only needed one of them to back out, and that wouldn't have happened. But
Yeah.
it did. We pull our pants up and we go again.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to find it again, but I've got 6 million things in the event tracker that I now can't find anything of.
Sorry for the problem. Totally missed my breaking point though. It's alright, mate. I take it. You got four. I was surprised. Sorry.
Is that Tyler out of fuel on on his slowdown lap?
I don't know. He's probably just lapping it up, isn't he? You know what he's like. I was going to risk interviewing in between races, but we'll end up missing half of race 2. Yeah, see here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, it tripped off on me. Damn
Yeah.
it. Right, okay,
Just
we want
there.
results, don't we?
It needed just one of them to have a sensible head on. Okay, so your round one winner for BSTV Esports Green. Just going to pop some champagne, hang on. It's Tyler Newitt. Second place for NQI Europe is Ant Woodward, and Simon Trendle, half a car, comes home in third for Team Chimera. Jamie Wilson was fourth, Yarrick Sebula in fifth. Richard Warmingham in sixth, Jamie McKnight all the way up to seventh, Sam Boozin in eighth, Freddie Van Eekhoven in ninth, Wayne Sanderson in 10th. Johnny Brandon finished 11th with Lane O'Connor 12th, Stephen Phillips 13th, Tony Klusterman 14th. Dale Green in 15th, Steve Lavalley in 16th, David Fernandez in 17th, Victor Morjon in 18th, David Blake 19th, and Thomas Sarnowski in 20th.
Hang on. All right, it doesn't do it in chunks.
In 21st was Chris Sherburn, 22nd Martin Pearson, 23rd Vincent Skilbeck, 24th Ronald Moons, 25th Nikolai Bogotyrev, 26th Ivan Batmans, 27th Stephen Walker, 28th Jason Haddington, JB Dazoo in 29th, and Stephen Kiefer in 30th. 31st was Miro Hrazki, Adam Wright finished 32nd, Wobbly Kneecaps in 33rd, Kenzie Newhoff 34th, Bob Woodhouse in 35th, and Rafa D in 36th.
Well, that was certainly entertaining.
Absolutely fantastic race there, Pete. Sebring always delivers. We can see you playing about with your settings, but we're not going to laugh too much.
It's fine, don't worry.
Draw all.
Yeah.
There you go. Jobs are good.
All done. Nobody noticed, Clyde.
No, nobody noticed at all. In fact, it was done in the blink of an eye. So as long as everybody blinked at the same time, nobody would have noticed that you cocked it up from minute one.
Yes, exactly.
So we have got Glenn Sidman from Simability waiting in the interview room. His mic is currently muted, so I'm just going to wait until I see him unmute his mic, and then I'll know he's with us, and I'll drag him in. But we're now in a 10-minute break where drivers can get a drink, go to the little boys' room, or do whatever they want. They can even do some practice. Anyway, Glenn is with us, so without further ado, Glenn Sidman, Simability, welcome to the booth.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hello. You're a little bit quiet for me.
Okay. Let me fix that. If you could stall for me just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, we're good at stalling.
Yeah, that's what we do best.
Pete's mistakes. So.
Yeah.
So interesting to see a couple of drivers on track, Pete, using the practice session.
Yeah. Stephen Walker probably wants as many minutes of track time as he can find, and Wayne Sanderson, well, he doesn't need it, does he? I mean, he's super fast anyway, but maybe he's just trying to work his way into the mindset of a 1 hour race instead of a half an hour. It seemed like the last race lasted for 30 seconds and 6 hours all at the same time, because it was so action-packed to reduce the time, and also there was so much going on. I'm knackered already, and I've got to do it again for another hour trying to find where all the action is, when action is literally everywhere.
Well, if you knew where the buttons were in the first place, you wouldn't have to press so many buttons, and then you wouldn't be so knackered.
Well, I was on for an hour and a half before the race trying to figure that out, and it still didn't do me any good, so crazy. So, Glenn, are you in a better place?
Yeah, I hope so. Can you hear me better now?
Hey,
That's better, yeah. So, first of all, Big thank you to from all of us at V8ESC, admins and drivers, for your continued sponsorship. And we said at the start of the broadcast, I'm going to claim all the credit and say it's the absolutely fantastic broadcasting team, and nothing to do with the fact that we've got an awesome sponsor on board, but an absolute bumper grid this season.
That is just fantastic. Really good to see.
And obviously giving us good racing. I don't know how much of race one you caught. Obviously with the big grids we get some more incidents that happen, but that tends to shake things up. But last season was I would say better than steady, especially the racing. But this season just seems to have gone to another level.
Yeah, it really has. And I did catch bits and pieces of the first race. I saw the 3 wide into, I forgot what, turn 2 I think it was. That didn't work out too good, but I appreciate everybody sacrificing their cars, put on a good show for us. That's really nice of them to do that.
Yeah, most definitely. And in the world of Simability, what's new since last time we spoke to you?
So we're still working on product for Fanatic. We actually have the Thrustmaster CT paddles, the F1 paddles. Those are back in stock. I just shipped a couple orders out this morning, as a matter of fact. Part of the reason I was late. But we're finally getting our stuff for Fanatic, primarily the McLaren GT3 wheel, a couple paddle options for that wheel. We like that wheel a lot. And I think that's going to be a fantastic product once it comes out. We actually have our tourist who has run with us once or twice is testing one of the GT3 paddles, and we had some issues. We found out the Fanatic changed the connector plug on their clutch, and so I had to send them an adapter, and just some things, just part of testing and learning and making the product better. But he's really, really happy with the brake performance. He loves it. So looking forward to, hopefully he'll be back again this season. But we're looking forward to the GT3 paddles, and I think people are really going to like that.
Well, yeah, that sounds absolutely fabulous. And like you say, that's what testing's all about, isn't it? It's make sure that the final product is the best it possibly can be. And obviously, you guys do fantastic work helping out drivers that otherwise would struggle or not be able to race at all.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. Again, the whole thing started when my son enjoyed sim racing back years ago when there was simply nothing out there. So that's kind of how it started. Nowadays, you can actually get stuff off the shelf. Fanatic makes some paddles that work. What we're here to do now is really just to improve the performance of those off-the-shelf products. So it's a much better place than it was years ago, but there's still a place for Simability, and we'll be here as long as there is.
I'm sure you will always be needed. So we did mention at the start of the show, it would be awesome to see either yourself or Jacob or both of you take part in a race one day. What do you think the possibilities of that is?
Well, I would absolutely love it. I'm always behind on work. And I still have my same equipment back from when I raced with Tony and Greg, and I tried to get it working the other day, and the foot pedals don't work, and I got to get my stuff sorted out. If I can get it to where I can be on the track and not run people over, I'd love to join a race.
We would find that absolutely brilliant. We will have a special Glen cam on for that race, so everybody can see what you're doing at all times on the track. But look, we are coming up to race 2, so I'm not gonna. I know you're busy at home, so I'm not going to take up any more of your time. But before we let you go, any shout outs you want to give?
Well, to you guys, obviously. Love the fact you guys are broadcasting this. You keep this league going. Really excited to see its performance. 40 or 40 plus cars, drivers signed up this year. That's awesome. And Never Quit Racing, Tony Klusterman, that group, close to me. Shout out to them and my family, of course. And everybody watching and enjoying the event.
Well, brilliant, Glenn. So thanks for joining us. Thanks again for being our sponsor. And as we always say, anything that we can do for you and your fantastic company, let us know, and we'll be on it straight away. But we're going to have to let you go because we are very close to gridding for race 2. So once again, thanks for joining us in the booth, Glenn Sidman.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
Always great to hear from Glenn. Right, I'm going to have to run through the grid very, very quickly. Don't forget, it's a reverse top 10. So, Wayne Sanderson goes off from pole for XVR Ford. Freddie Van Eekhoven for Hydro Race Racing Forces goes off second. Sam Boozin, BSTV Esports Pink in third. Jamie McKnight fourth. Rich Warmingham fifth. Yarrick Sebula in sixth. Jamie Wilson seventh. Simon Trendle in eighth. And Woodward in 9th, Tyler Newitt in 10th, Johnny Brandon in 11th, Elaine O'Connor in 12th.
Sorry.
Stephen Phillips in 13th, Tony Kloosterman 14th, Dale Green in 15th, Stephen Valley 16th, David Fernandez in 17th, Victor Morjon in 18th, David Blake in 19th, Thomas Sarnowski in 20th, Chris Sherburn 21st, Martin Pearson 22nd, Vincent Skilbeck 23rd, Ronald Moons 24th. Nikolai Bogotyrev in 25th, Ivan Bowman's 26th, Stephen Walker 27th, Jason Haddington 28th, JB Dejoux 29th, Stephen Kiefer in 30th, Miro Hreski in 31st, Adam Wright 32nd, Wobbly Kneecaps in 33rd, Kenzie Newhoff 34th, Bob Woodhouse in 35th, and Rafa D, if he managed to connect, is in 36th. Woo! Knackered again.
There's some very fast cars at the back end of the grid, Clyde, and I think this is what we were describing before, where anybody can win the feature race, if you know what I mean, because of what happens in the sprint race. It's going to be brilliant, this. And as Gary pointed out in a private chat to me, the start of this one's going to look great with all the cars.
Yeah, try a TV1 camera for the start.
I think that's what I'm on. I am on TV1.
Oh, right, okay. You've got a different TV1 to
I
me.
have. I've got Jamie's camera pack, so I can try... Oh, that's no good. Let's have a look around.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, let me go and we'll select Jamie in fourth. That should give us a few cars either side to look at as they get mental. Still don't know how you get rid of that joker.
Okay, so 60-minute race. Cars are limited on fuel, so there will be a pit stop. Our inside information says it can be as early as lap 10 or as late as lap 20.
And we'll
We're
go.
green.
Oh, someone's slow.
Oh, that
Jamie.
was an NQR car. It's Jamie, wasn't it? Yes. Jamie McKnight with a terrible start, which made Team Chimera starts look fantastic.
It did. Sam Boozan is the safest car on track with room around him until this point. Whoa, down the inside, that's a send. Oh, and a contact, but Yarrick's got away with the contact from Jamie McKnight there.
Yeah, I'm just watching further down the grid. So far, so good.
It's side by side everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, so this is a 60-minute sprint race.
Simon Trendle and Jamie McKnight, and then behind them, Jamie Wilson and Ant.
Else.
Yeah, everybody else, yeah.
I think JB Dejoux may have just gone round at the back. It was definitely a JB Dejoux coloured car.
With, is that Ronald? No, Ronald's away. Don't know who it was. There's a lot going on everywhere, and regardless of the fact that I've got all cars showing now, SDK's still having a bit of a problem. Whoa, look at them concertina it up.
Oh, it's 3 wide again there.
It was. Right at the front, it's okay. 3 wide at the top as well. Look at this, Clyde. This isn't going to go well.
Oh, they can do it round this one.
Yeah, oh, can they? Oh dear. I think I just chewed my seat.
So that'll be stablemates up the front there, Wayne and Rich.
Yeah. Oh,
Yarrick. And a wobble there.
Yeah.
And a wobble into Yarrick.
Oh, this is crazy.
I think Yarrick is looking feisty in this one.
Isn't he? Sam is almost pushing him down this straight. Look at that. Cars everywhere.
Yeah, Sam has got at least a couple of drivers behind him that Sam's quite sensible. He won't fight them too hard.
That was contact there with Ant Woodward, I think, or Jamie McKnight, one of the two. I think it was Jamie.
I thought you'd seen a spider.
No, I'm not like you. I'm a real man.
Oh yeah, a real man who doesn't like getting his hands icky.
Yeah. It's getting a bit tasty further forward as well. I think it's around about, maybe not there. Or is it? Oh no, it is there. So this is for the lead actually. I'm going to move us a little bit further back just for a second, even though that's on. Because all this is going on.
Yeah, I am keeping an eye on race 1 winner Tyler Newitt.
Side by side for the lead?
Yeah, at the moment he's trying to put a move on Ant Woodward. Got that move done.
Wow. This is just crazy at the minute.
Still lots of 2 wide.
Yeah. Look at this lot. I don't know where to point the camera. Chimera boys are all split up now. They were together a minute ago.
Yeah, and it's Simon Trendle that's lost out.
Yeah, big time. Jamie's near the front of this queue, and they were ready to swap positions at the end of Ullman Straight. So something's gone on really quite dramatic there. The fastest lap of the race so far, believe it or not, is Stephen Phillips.
Stephen there making a move on Martin Pearson.
Yeah, we've got a couple of new guys and returning guys behind him. And Vincent Skilbeck just in front with Old Man O'Connor.
Vincent seems to be making his way steadily through the grid.
We're not going to do this, are we? Oh, we nearly did. I thought we were going to go 3 wide into Tower. Martin Pearson getting a bit feisty. A little bit further back, is that Dale Green? Yeah. With Adam Wright on his outside and now inside. We've got action around Sam. He's about to find the Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, I think Jamie's already got that done, as has Tyler.
Sam has... Oh, I'm glad I caught that.
Oh.
So is he going to carry on or try and exit stage right? No, he's carrying on for now. So back with Tyler. Let me have a look at where the closest battles are. Yarrick still in third, Clyde.
Everywhere.
Yeah, literally everywhere. The whole screen's red. Further back, right towards the back at the moment is Thomas, who was with somebody else a little while ago.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Thomas there.
Part of the GTL crew.
This is still nose to tail, about 25 cars deep.
It is. I'm just trying to find somewhere that's the darkest red to place the camera at the moment. This is back. Well, this is Kenzie, but he's just overtaken Dale Green, who's just there in the blue car. You think Dale Green would get the green car, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And Woodward under a massive pressure from Simon Trendle here. Like massive.
Yeah, Simon has got his full complement of car at the
Panels,
moment.
yeah. All the panels are on his wagon. All the panels. I'm just going to move further back to where Lane is because I think he's... Oh, that's just been done actually. So Stephen Phillips passed him. Right, if I was to show all of the overtakes, Clyde, we'd still be here tomorrow evening. What a grid though, it's massive, isn't it? It's brilliant to see. And such talent in it. Freddie Van Eekhoven is in 5th place. He's kept it together.
I have no idea before tonight what sort of racer he was. But I think he's answered that question quite well.
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting this one as well. So he's tussling here with Johnny Brandon. And we've broadcast with Freddie Van Eekhoven before, you know. I think it was in one of the endurance series that we used to broadcast on BSTV.
Okay. Talking about endurance, I've had cake delivered.
What type of cake are you enduring?
It looks like some kind of Jaffa cake, maybe?
Oh, I can't eat it.
Hang on, I'm being told what it is. What's it? It is a Jaffa cake.
Oh.
I know my cake.
Yeah, Freddie's managing this, you know. He's doing a good job here. Johnny Brandon's disappeared off down the road like a mile away, but Freddie's doing a good job of keeping Jamie Wilson behind him. I can't eat Jaffa cake. I used to work for McVitie's, and you could eat as many Jaffa cakes as you liked, which you did for about a week.
Oh yeah, but this isn't a Jaffa cake. This is a Jaffa cake cake.
What? Right, so, anyway, this is possibly one of the closest battles, but there's close battles everywhere, folks, so I'm open to requests right now for where I put the camera. I mean, Adam Wright's back here trying to take on Old Man O'Connor and Stephen Phillips. We've also got Tony Kloosterman back here, 3 wide. Or no, that's 3 wide in front with the previous battle. Tony's chasing down Martin Pearson, who's new to us in Sapphire Simsport car. He's just kind of overtaken him, but not yet. Maybe, yes he has. We've got Wobbly on his some sort of recovery drive from the previous race. He's put a couple of cars behind him already. Well, not more than a couple. He's put 9 cars behind him already. As has Bob Woodhouse, who's right behind him. Kenzie is busy trying to get more scalps. He's already 15 places up from where he started. Adam Wright is 18 places up from where he started. And Vincent Skilbeck in this mob here is up 11 places and about to gain himself some more positions. So that Fred Bingham Forever Forward Award, Clyde, is wide open in this race.
Yeah, well, I do think that's the beauty of big grids is, you know, you can find yourself in 27th position, but you can still see the car in 14th position. If you can find a way to overtake, you can gain a lot of positions in a hurry.
Oh, absolutely. Right, I'm going to switch to the front, which might seem a bit strange, given what's going on behind, but Rich Warmingham has a 1 second lead. That's all he's getting. Because Wayne Sanderson and Yarrick are, well, they're tussling anyway. But they don't appear to be holding each other up too much. Although Yarrick may be pushing the issue right now. Just in the background behind him is Jamie McKnight.
And Johnny Brandon.
Is that Johnny?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Right, so Johnny has floated to the surface of this one. This is going to be 4 wide into turn 1, Clyde. I don't know. I need to cover my eyes. No, 3 wide only. Sorry. Johnny taking the cautious route, Clyde.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I interrupting your cakeage?
No, well, you are, but it always amazes me. You know, we laugh, it's a 60-minute sprint race.
Yeah.
A driver of Johnny Brandon's talent can afford to be patient.
Yes.
He doesn't need to take risks.
So that was Martin Pearson going toe-to-toe with Kenzie. Kenzie won the battle, but you can honestly say that Martin held himself very, very well throughout all that exchange. A couple of cars in... Sorry, go on.
I know we are almost a quarter into the second race of the season, but I must pay homage to our new drivers to the series, because I think they have all done so far fantastically well. You know, we've said before, it is very difficult coming into a well-established league with drivers that have raced with us for years, and that is actual years. It can be daunting, but they're all racing well, behaving themselves, and putting on a good show.
They really are. And if anything, it was the established drivers in the last race that filtered themselves back down to the bottom by going 3 wide into turn 2. But no, anyway. So
yeah, enough about Adam.
Yeah. So here we go into, what is this? Lap number 8. Wayne Sanderson. Sorry, go on.
Maybe Adam dangled one of his legs out of the car and that made everybody crash.
Well, they were blinded by the white. There's a song
maybe
about
there was
that,
a gust of wind.
Yeah, could have been. You never know.
I've just spent a couple of minutes clicking through cars. It's just battles everywhere.
It's honestly,
they're still too wide.
Honestly, it's a ridiculous situation. Look at the state of this, going through the hairpin and the little chicane over the curb car.
Too wide, too deep, with one in front, one behind.
Yeah.
And not having contact, which is awesome.
This is crazy racing, it really is. It's still red everywhere on the track. So this little battle here, it's not even a little battle, it's massive. This is Steve LaValle with Vincent and Adam. And a little bit further up the road, Freddie Van Eekhoven, who started, I think he started like second. He's now in 10th, so slowly getting positions put on him, but even then, I mean, when you consider who he's racing with, it's still a great showing.
He's really impressed me in both races. Something else that has impressed me, I will have to give a shout out to Jamie Wilson for those awesome new windscreen banners.
Yeah.
They do look absolutely brilliant.
They are fantastic. You can see them there, hopefully. So the names are on the left-hand side as we look at them. Once the camera turns again. And,
I don't actually know what Jamie does for a living. I think he's a high-class rent boy or something.
yeah, I would say so.
but
Yeah.
He should do something graphical.
I told you that he created me a magic spell for the decals, didn't I?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's what he does. Perhaps he's a wizard.
I think he is, because all I need to do is say Alakazam and wave my wand. You can do whatever you want with that sentence, and I get instant decals for the whole of the field.
As soon as you said that, I've got a 2-inch nail on my desk for some reason. I just looked at it.
It's not
Never mind.
it's not the length of the nail. It's the weight of the hammer, isn't it? Is that what they say?
Yes.
Size of the hammer. That's it. Yeah. Right. So everybody is still battling everybody. Adam Wright is battling everybody closer than everybody else. That's the best way I can describe any of this. TV1 is my best camera at the moment.
Right, so can you get the right button
Go on.
and
What do I do?
show us the positions gained or lost?
Yeah, hang on 1 minute. I'm pressing this button now.
There you go, and the jokers have gone.
Hey!
So leave that on.
Yeah, that'll do me.
Adam Wright up 20 positions.
20? What? Yeah. Vincent Skillback up 14. Kenzie up 18.
Yeah, Bob Woodhouse up 15.
Where's he? There he is. Yeah. Making his way down the start finish straight. He's got. He's just overcome Dale Green and Wobbly, I think, because Wobbly started in front of him.
A lot of damage on the side of his car. I was going to say he's in a battle pack, but everybody's in a battle pack.
Everybody is, yeah. Can you imagine this field around Oran Park? They would literally be pushing each other nose to tail around the entire track.
We so need not kill on the schedule.
Yeah, we do, yeah. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Further back, Stephen Walker is fighting, or chasing now, Nikolai, with David Fernandez, who is a new driver just behind. In fact, the Gone Broke Racing boys, David Fernandez and Chris Sherburn are, together on track, really.
Well, Stephen Walker is going to be my one to watch this season, I think. We see him. I think dominate is a fair description in TCR.
Yeah, definitely.
Switched to GT4s this season. Took his time, didn't he? But he's now right up there, going for wins. Is that Sam again going very wide?
It was. I'm getting a shove. But trying to fight back.
Yeah, you got a hip check there from Tony Kloosterman. Tony needs to be careful at his age. He might break his hips.
Let's just watch that bit back again. I'm trying to do replays as little as possible because of the amount of activity. Although that is hilarious from Sam. Where did he think he was going?
No idea.
Oh dear! And there's the hip check there.
Yeah, to be fair to Tony, he had to come on. He had to get on the track.
Well, he had to turn at some point. I mean,
Sam just happened to be there.
Kenzie up 21 places. Adam Wright up 21 places.
Well, he needs it. He had a shocker of a race one, didn't he?
He did, and Vincent, 2 places ahead of him, is up 14 places and is in the top 10 now. Oh, here we go. Sorry, had to cut to this very quickly.
That's Johnny Brandon going to the front.
It really is. So if he's been away from iRacing not doing any practice, I'd hate to see him if he has been doing practice.
Jarek needs to get this done now.
He
and
does. He needs to snap
all
quickly.
over the back of Rich Warmingham, but he nearly lost it then.
Yeah, let's just watch this again. I know it was teammate on teammate, but...
Pit window is open.
Oh, right. Good to know. Block pass.
Yeah, not much of a fight there,
Yeah,
was there?
he was on the brakes early, wasn't he? And then Jarek trying to redress the position. Jamie McKnight, he's done a good job there actually on Jarek.
Yes, yeah.
That was an excellent overtake, but Jarek's got huge amounts of overspeed here because he took the broader line round Sunset Turn. Simon Trendle, is that Simon Trendle in pit road? Sorry, trying to aim.
It is. And Adam Wright.
And Adam Wright.
And Sam.
Yeah, Sam might be carrying a bit. Oh, and Nikolai and Stephen Walker. So yes, you were more than right. Pit lane is open to these guys now. This is a pit lane window.
I'm actually surprised the pit lane is wide enough for Sam. They managed to get in. We've seen him on some parts of the track that nobody else has ever seen before.
Yeah. Right, so people are filtering back out again. So let's see where the likes of John. Ooh, right, this is a bit tasty. So he's getting schooled a little here, maybe by Richard Warmingham. Or Dick Cooling Beef, which is what you called him once, wasn't it?
Well, that one was actually started by... who started that?
That sounds like a Jamie McKnight thing, but it won't be, will it?
No, it was worse than that. It was Chaz. Chaz
Josh Draycott, right, yeah. Where did he go? Why isn't he back?
Well, he's actually doing professional commentary now, I believe.
Is he really?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Semi-professional.
Or unprofessional. It's definitely got the word.
Sounds better.
Depends what you're talking about.
Semi-unprofessional?
Yeah, well, yeah. Tell you what, there's a lot going on in this race still, honestly.
Well, I'm very, very interested in the tactical side, as everybody knows, because that's all I bang on about. And we know this car tends to give big undercuts. Jamie Wilson's now in the pits as well. So it's going to be really interesting. I like the Adam Wright call of pitting early. Get out, hopefully in some clean air, bang in some quick times, make some places up when other people pit, and then hold on for dear life.
Yeah. So, we've got a bit of breathing space.
Well, the top lot have just pitted.
Yeah.
All of them together. Oh, no, they haven't.
No, they haven't.
No, sorry, that was
not
SDK.
trust SDK.
Sorry. Yeah.
Regardless of having however many cars in view, it still doesn't help it too much.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to concentrate my other screen on the leader so I can tell you when he pits.
Cool.
For real.
So we've got who's that? Is that David Fernandez? Yes. So one of the gone broke racing cars leaving pit road, along with Dale Green, who has also pitted as well. And there's a third one of them, isn't there?
There is.
Oh, there he is, Chris Sherburn.
Yeah, what are these leaders going to do?
Yeah, so heading back to the pointy end, Johnny Brandon and Rich Warmingham coming around Sunset now, Clyde? You're obviously watching them yourself anyway.
Yeah, Johnny's still ragging it,
Yeah,
obviously.
but Jamie's split off to pit road, as has Tyler.
Yeah.
Race. Did he win the race one? He did, didn't he?
He did.
We're not going to hear the end of that for weeks, are we?
No.
No. Vincent's in. Wayne Sanderson is in.
You know, we're quite used to seeing the top couple go long, aren't we? Unless Marco Nemela's in the race.
Yeah, I mean, again, the Nemela effect did not help them in the official race last night. Pitting early didn't do what it was supposed to for those that did, and that was the two BSTV green cars. So I don't know what the tactics should be anymore with these cars, because undercut doesn't seem to do what it used to.
Yeah, for me it depends on what sort of track you come out on. You know, if you're in clean air, probably a lap round here to get some warmth and pressure into your new tyres, because I would expect everybody will be taking tyres. And then, you know, you've got a couple, maybe 3 laps where you'll gain some time before the tyres sort of equal out with those that are on very old rubber. But
Yeah.
it's just making the most of it when you can. Obviously, if you come out and you're battling somebody, any advantage you would have gained is gone. It's done its deal.
Very much so.
Coming up on halfway, just over a minute away from the halfway point. Leader is about to start lap 15. We think the cars can go to about lap 20 if required. Johnny's very tight there, but no, he's not pitting. Whoa!
What are you watching?
Sorry, that was Rich Warmingham to get a little bit wild coming out of Sunset.
All right.
Gathered it all up.
Yeah, I think he's gone to. Has he gone to pit road, or is that just
No,
my
no,
screen
no.
being weird?
Both.
I'm surprised by Nikolai. So Nikolai's back here. I know he's pitted already, but he seems quite far down the field in 24th, is he? SDK seems to be having its usual fit.
Yeah, he's definitely in 24th. Alan Toon on the chat is saying some lovely liveries out there. Cars look stunning. Not as stunning as the commentary team.
Well, no. We're a plastic surgeon's nightmare, me and you. Nothing you can do to beat perfection.
Do you remember running a NASCAR truck race with your face on my bonnet and it scared everybody out of the way?
It wasn't. It was my face on the rear of the truck.
Was it?
Yeah, with a word that can't be pronounced for another 26 minutes.
I'll tell you something, Johnny Brandon is not getting away from Rich Warmingham.
He's not. I mean, they're teammates, aren't they? So clearly there's a multi-21 message going between these two. We discussed this many seasons ago when XVR were in here again. Or previously. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Sorry, I need to go. Oh, I joined that at all the wrong time.
Somebody.
Steve LaValle. So let me see that one.
I know you guys on a race, that's alright.
Let me go to this camera. So side by side into the Le Mans. Oh, that's solid air.
That was. I think Kenzie looks back at that, he will see that wasn't actually Steve LaValle. That was a bit of solid air there.
Yeah, I could have walked through that gap.
And then I don't think there was. I think Steve will also realise that there was nothing that Kenzie could do to avoid that contact once he was out of control under passenger.
True, and there's still quite a few people in pit road here. So Martin Pearson, Steve LaValle, David Blake are all in pit road at the moment.
Yeah, top three still. Who's the first person? Jamie McKnight?
First person to have pitted
Yeah.
is Jamie
in eighth
McKnight.
place.
Sorry, yes, yeah.
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 Simon Trendle just behind him, and Tyler Newitt not too far back from either. So we're on lap 16, 32 minutes in.
Yeah, look how close Jamie Wilson is to Tyler Newitt. Jamie looks like he's got damage on his right hand side. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm lying.
I think they actually paint it onto that livery.
Yarrick, who was right at the pointy end before, seems to have lost out somewhere, Clyde.
Yeah, well, I say yes.
Well, he was second/third, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's behind a group of cars, but it is a group of fast cars.
Yes. He's technically seventh, isn't he? Because Simon Trendle is the first of the pitted cars. No, Jamie McKnight, who we've just discussed, is the first of the pitted cars. And then he's got Simon, Tyler, Jamie and Adam in front of him.
And Vincent Skilbeck not far behind him either.
No, he's doing a good job. You could call that a recovery drive, couldn't you? Because he had a trouble in the first race, which has put him back down the grid.
Kenzie Newhoff is in the pits. Victor Morjean has just pitted. Leaders on lap 17 still on track.
Yeah, Wobbly is under a lot of pressure from Wayne Sanderson, although Wayne's just got the bumps in the sunset turn and bounced his way around that one. And now under pressure from Freddie, who has he overtaken him? Not yet, I don't think.
Quite.
It's getting there. He's wide in turn one, so he's going to lose that, I think. Oh no, he's staying with him. It's staying with him.
Yeah, it's still difficult from here because of this left.
Yeah, and now he's got to fall in, so that's that done. Up 16 places, but owing us a pit stop is Chris Sherburn from Gone Broke Racing. That's the green one. There's a green, there's a blue, there's a red, I think. What's on the roof of that car? Oh, there's a flag. I think he might be American flag.
I think he could be.
Yeah.
Or Canadian, because they're all the same.
Well, that's just North America, isn't it?
But leaders staying out again.
Yeah, and 2 XVR cars and 2 NQR cars. So
Yeah, these two are not dropping, and Woodward. He's not catching them, but the gap's not getting bigger.
no, and Tony is in 4th, not pitted. Chris Sherburn is in 5th behind him. Ant Woodward is just ahead of Tony, not pitted, obviously. And as you mentioned, Rich Warmingham 3 seconds ahead of Ant, and then Johnny Brandon is your current, but yet provisional, because he owes us a pit stop, race leader. Chris Sherburn in the pits. That was interesting. We saw a few cars going through there. Was it Sam? No, it wasn't. It was ahead of Sam, so it must have been Adam. Changing places. Oh, we've not seen much of this tonight, Clyde. We have a crash, according to iRacing anyway. Obviously, oh, that's another solid out. Oh,
That's the same one.
is it? In that case, yes, it is.
The same as we've seen before.
Yeah, in that case, we've seen very few crashes tonight because that was way back then.
Leaders on lap 18. Coming up on 37 minutes. They're going to be getting short of fuel very soon.
They are. So this maybe something or nothing. We'll find out shortly. So this is Yarrick Sebring.
Oh, hello.
That is a
That looked
hardware
very
failure.
hardware, didn't it? Yes.
Yeah, that's very, very sad because he was doing really, really well.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah, that had hardware failure written all over it.
It really does. So, is that Ant Woodward in the pits? Yep.
Yeah, Jamie Wilson, Adam Wright having a great battle. Leaders stayed out again. They're now on lap 19.
So there's only 3 of them now, though.
Yeah, is Ant Woodward? No, he's not.
No.
He's dropping down, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still in the pits. He's on his way out now. That's a bit tasty. Just ahead of him now, which looks like Tyler, I think it is. Tussling with Jamie. No, it's not. It's Adam tussling with Jamie. And we know Adam's super quick. He was super fast in practice. He was super fast in the official last night, to be fair, but...
up 24 places from the start.
Yeah.
Possibly 25 when Tony pits.
Yeah, could be. That's about right, yeah. Because of the amount of time in pit road, etc. Adam Wright still crawling all over. Oh, here we go. I was going to say crawling all over Jamie, but he's actually putting moves on him now.
Leaders into sunset on lap 19.
Let's see what they do.
They are
It's close in.
pitting.
So, yep.
Well, Johnny is.
And Richard is. Let's see what Tony does. He's still at the other end of Ullman Straight. So that shows you how much of a lead they've got. And really, it's where's Jamie McKnight when they leave, isn't it? That's the point.
That is, yeah.
So Tony round sunset over the bumps on the inside. He's pitting, looking at that line and that behaviour of the car. So let's focus on Jamie for a minute. He's got Simon Trendle, who we know is uber fast in close contention. I don't see anybody moving on pit road, Clyde.
The R cars are still stationary. Brandon's down and moving. But Jamie McKnight is going to get the lead quite easily.
It's his to throw away. That undercut worked, Clyde.
So Johnny Brandon comes out third. Rich Warmingham comes out 7th because he came out right where there was a gaggle of cars.
Yarrick's VR switched off.
Yeah.
To be fair,
he could have carried on by memory.
can you imagine that? Counting it out. What on earth? Oh, here we go. Sam boozing.
It's like racing at Quinlan Motegi.
Oh, it's a shame that I keep catching these, isn't it?
I'd like to see that one. Steady on, Sam.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that one from overhead.
Yeah, I'll try and find it. I think it's this. I'm not entirely sure. Let me have a chopper cam on this. Is this it? No, it can't be, can it?
Could be.
Could be.
Who is that? That's Nikolai, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, hang on. It's this. So a little bit further back on my cam thing. He seems like he's all on his own. Oh, a bit of a wiggle and a bit of an off. So there's one bit of it. Oh,
But that wasn't it.
No, that was stage 1. This might be stage 2, or is that stage 2? No, that's... Alright, it's giving me the same thing, but in 2 different angles. Always good. And then we've got this one. Oh, this is good entertainment, Clyde. That's out of the hairpin. Oh dear. Right.
That's just angry driving.
That's angry driving, yeah, that's angry Sam. You said about putting a camera just for him. We'll give him a bit of time. I've got this one from Stephen Kiefer. Oh, he's got that waggle on. Everybody's done that. Oh, it's just such an annoying crash. I think every racer that's ever raced at Sebring has done that one. It must be this then, is it? Or maybe not. Alright, this is when Sam pitted. Right, anyway, that was boring. I'm not going to find it anytime soon. So, let's go back to live racing.
Oh, Jamie McKnight leads the way. Simon Trendle second, Johnny Brandon third, Tyler Newitt fourth, Jamie Wilson fifth.
Yeah, and this is very on.
Trendle to Brandon.
Johnny's lapping a bit quicker.
Yeah, this one's Wilson Newitt.
It is.
Race 1 winner.
In the background, you've got Rich Warmingham going 3 wide, or nearly 3 wide, sorry, with Adam and Kenzie. Kenzie's going to get this done now.
Oh, something's going to get done.
Yeah. Kenzie very forceful but very fair. And Adam and Kenzie came together in the official last night when Adam tried to pit and Kenzie didn't realise he was pitting. So there's a bit of contact then.
Well, I don't know if Sam has had another crash, but the angry Belgium has rage quit.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe he'll join us in the booth. Or just go for some Belgian fries, maybe.
Yes.
Do you know what they're like?
Aren't they the same as English fries?
I think they are. I think we're going to hell, you know, me and you. But anyway. So this is quite a gaggle here. This isn't for a shabby position either. So Adam is at the front of the queue and he's 6th. Hunt Woodward is piling the pressure onto Vincent here.
Yeah, Kenzie Newoff on the driver chat is talking Italian.
Excellent. Okay.
Just to confuse people even more.
I've turned all of the driver chat off in my session. I can hear it in your ears, but... Right, so drag race for Ant and Vincent here.
Jamie McKnight desperately trying to get Simon Trendle out of his toe. Johnny Brandon is closing now on both of them.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting later in the race. We've got just under a quarter of an hour to race. It's felt like a sprint from the very beginning. Oh, Jamie Wilson. Is he putting pressure on Tyler?
He certainly is.
He really is as well. This is a good side-by-side battle here.
The next one's a right.
Yeah. Ooh, Tyler's
very
late on the brakes.
Late, wasn't he? Yeah.
And he's straightened the car up well.
Yes,
I think this is Tyler's.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe not.
Yeah, no, he's done well there, but then, again, you got a left kink and then a right.
Adam is...
Hello.
Yeah.
Adam's going, yeah, I'll have some of that as well if you're staying out there.
Look at this. This is crazy. There's 6 cars nearly, all here for 4th place.
Tyler's going to have to give that up. Otherwise, he's going to lose out to Kenzie as well.
Well, I think he's going to lose out to Kenzie anyway, because Kenzie's the king of hanging it around the outside of cars. Look at that. Oh, my word. What a great piece of driving from Kenzie Newhoff.
Who's that behind? That's Rich Warmingham behind Tyler. Bear in mind, he was right up the backside of Johnny Brandon, but came out in traffic and just hasn't been able to go anywhere.
This is Tyler's view. Probably want to give you Richard's view, because he's the one that's sizing him up. Look at the bumps, Clyde. Oh, that'll shake your fillings loose going around there.
It doesn't matter, does it? Wherever you are on that corner,
yeah,
you will
it's
find
crazy.
bump.
And Woodward in the show here as well. And then I think we've got a bit of a mega jump. Oh no, so Vincent's on this group as well. Oh my God, Clyde, this is ridiculous. Look at that.
Gary Craig is asking if Sam Rage quit or quit Rage.
Yeah. You mean like Wobbly does? Both of those.
But then Sam is the story that keeps on giving.
Me.
All the way back to when he tripped over carrying a bag of donuts and broke his arm.
You've made the donuts bit up, haven't you?
I didn't. It
Did
was
you not?
donuts.
Was it donuts?
No, it was definitely donuts.
That's priceless then. Will Blackwell Chambers, what happened to the skins? I don't know, were there shirts in there somewhere or something? So we got two groups of 3 at the minute, really. Adam heading up the first. Oh God, they're like, oh, Kenzie on the inside of Adam there. He's done that.
Kenzie's making move after move after move, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not leaving anything behind. Rich Warmingham's getting a bit tasty. In fact, everybody's overtaking everybody now, so...
And the unfortunate thing is this group here from 4th down to 123rd are
yeah.
not going any further than 4th.
No, no.
So
A bit
they are just
overtaken.
going to keep battling each other all the way. And one of them is going to finish 4th and the rest of them aren't.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's my prediction.
Johnny Brandon has got himself into an area of no man's land. Simon Trendle is hanging off Johnny Brandon by, well, he's ahead of him by 1.3 seconds, and it's closing.
Yeah, that's been coming down lap after lap after lap.
And Jamie McKnight is getting caught in first place, so I'll keep one eye open on that. We need to look at, is it this one?
9 minutes to go.
I keep missing the click because these two are side by side at the minute. You can't see it at the minute, but there you go. Now, Adam Wright is wanting a piece of this in Cunningham Corner.
And Kenzie currently has that 4th place, but it could be anyone from Kenzie Newhoff, Jamie Wilson, Adam Wright, Tyler Newitt, Ant Woodward, Rich Warmingham, or Vincent Skillbeck.
Yeah, way back down here, we've got... That's not what I expected to see, to be honest. SDK changed significantly before I clicked on Tony. Tony's back in 27th, 13 places down. I was supposed to be clicking on this one. So this is Stephen Phillips and Chris Sherburn slugging it out back here for 22nd place.
Now, am I right in thinking Stephen Phillips lives in New York?
Yes, but don't say that to his face because he might just punch you. He was at the Incubus gig last night, so he might be suffering the ill effects of alcohol. Very much the battles on track are up here. Look at this.
The battle for the lead is on as well.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's all happening again, Clyde.
Alright, I'll keep an eye on the lead. You stay on this one.
Well, I'm looking now back here at Vincent as well. He's absolutely caught this lot. Jamie has just lost out to... Tyler's just lost out to Jamie. Tony Klusterman appears to have pitted for a second time.
Simon Trendle wants this win.
Oh.
Been side by side a couple of times.
Right.
But he's attacking and defending from Johnny Brandon.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. So this is for the lead, folks. This is your three-way battle. Oh, look at that. Johnny Brandon on the brakes. That was impressive. He just chopped 2/10 out of Simon Trendle.
Simon Trendle's now in that horrible place. He can see the win in front of him.
Yeah, but he can see third behind him closing quickly, can't he? Any step out of place and he's done. Johnny Brandon on the inside. Ooh!
They do have a massive gap over fourth place. So, giving it large for the win, providing you don't end up off track.
Yeah.
Worst case, he's going to lose one place.
I got terribly excited by the timing screen showing Tyler at 0.1 behind Ant Woodward. Didn't happen.
Johnny Brandon has got past Simon Trendle.
He has. Let's just have a quick look at how he did that while you keep watching. So in sunset, cut it tighter, got on the gas earlier, straightened the car up quicker, and just powered his way down the start-finish straight in the toe of Jamie McKnight. Yeah. So we'll go back to the live footage. Don't want to lose any time really. In the group behind, it's getting tasty. Oh, look at that.
Less than 5 minutes to go.
This is when it all gets very tense, folks. Don't look away. Don't even blink. I'm going to nip back to where Vincent is, because that's not Vincent, that's Vincent. He's sizing up Richard Warmingham. Oh, Richard gets sideways under braking. That spooled rear axle didn't do anything for him, but he got away with it. Vincent lost control of the car on the exit. So we'll go back to the leaders. Jamie trying to break the toe.
Yeah, Simon Trendle lost a little bit of time there to the front two.
I think he's got a slowdown or something, because that was quite dramatic. This is the closest battle on track right now. And Johnny's putting masses of pressure on Jamie McKnight now. He's switching sides twice to try and throw Jamie off, and he's going to try it round the outside at turn 1. He's not going to do it. His cutback is on. Not this time though. Not for Johnny.
We've got a couple of laps.
Further back, Ant Woodward sizing up Jamie Wilson. Way further back, we got Stephen Walker tussling with Wayne Sanderson, and Dale Green not far behind. No, Victor Morjon, sorry, not far behind. Dale Green even further back than that. Wayne Sanderson defending that position for now from Stephen Walker. And Victor Morjon really quite interested now as we nip back to the leaders. Simon Trendle back on it with Johnny.
Jamie McKnight wants to look in his rearview mirror and see Johnny Brandon and Simon Trendle side by side for 2 or 3 corners.
Yeah. That's the only way he's going to get any comfort. So this is NQR versus XVR versus Team Chimera. So 3 different teams here.
They are going to get the white flag this time round.
Oh, wow. Right, okay. In the distance is a back marker. That back marker, I think, is Jason Haddington. It is, yeah.
There's
no,
maybe
it's not.
A couple.
No, there's a couple, yeah. I'm looking at the first car 1 lap down. That's not right. Ooh, flashing lights from Johnny Brandon. Can I make his car explode? Don't think so.
Mira, is there a reason we're doing that for California?
Kenzie Newhoff seems to have pitted again.
Ooh.
He has. Sorry, I was on the wrong car, but Kenzie has done a splash and dash. Stationary for 5 seconds. Oh, wow. That was... I don't know who that was. Stephen Kiefer. Desperately trying to keep out the way of the super fast guys at the front. Simon Trendle. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, not long of this lap left.
Oh, Johnny Brandon's
Johnny
sideways.
Yeah, they were both sideways.
Yeah. What an amazing race.
It's going to be the drag down Ullman into Sunset that's going to give us the winner of this race.
Well, I thought Simon was utterly done because it looked like he had about 12 or 13 car lengths between him and Johnny Brandon, but he's pulled it all back. So this is 3 cars for the win. Although Simon appears to have just had to slow down massively. So I think he's got himself a slowdown from somewhere.
Right, Jamie McKnight will desperately try and lose Johnny Brandon. He's going to stay over to the right-hand side, make Johnny go the long way round.
Which is possible, because this is Sunset and anything happens here.
All about the
Johnny's
exit
coming back.
now.
Oh, my word, this is going to be close. Oh, my word.
Yeah, well defended, Jamie McKnight.
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely
Victory
done.
in race 2, Johnny Brandon second, and Simon Trendle in third. Great racing from those 3 up front.
Lots of flashing back here as they celebrate over the line. Adam Wright in 4th, Jamie Wilson in 5th, and Anne Woodward in 6th. Cars are still flying over the line here. Bob Woodhouse, Wayne Sanderson, Dale Green, Stephen Walker in 19th. Chris Sherburn on a great drive for his first race out in 20th. Victor Morjon returning to us in 21st. I mean, Adam Wright up 28 positions, Clyde.
Yeah, and you were saying, what did Jamie McKnight get in the first one? 26?
Something like that. It was ridiculous.
29?
Wobbly up 23.
It was all over.
Wobbly's doing donuts, thinking he's won.
Wobbly's doing donuts, trying to get Sam to fall over. Okay, so that is everybody across the line.
It really is. Right then. I think I need to do this. I might be wrong.
Okay, so let's take you through.
Hang on. Wait. There we go.
Let's take you through the right result when Pete finds it.
Oh, it hasn't clicked over to complete yet, that's why. There we go.
There we go. Right, so your race 2 winner for NQR was Jamie McKnight. Johnny Brandon, XVR Holden in second, and Simon Trendle, Team Chimera in third. Adam Wright came home fourth with Jamie Wilson fifth, Ant Woodward in sixth, Tyler Newitt seventh, Vincent Skilbeck eighth, Wobbly Kneecaps in ninth, Steve Lavallee in 10th. Freddie Van Eckhoven in 11th, Nikolai Bogotyrev in 12th, Kenzie Newhoff 13th, Martin Pearson 14th, Bob Woodhouse in 15th, Wayne Sanderson in 16th, Dale Green 17th, Stephen Walker 18th, Rich Warmingham in 19th, with Chris Sherburn in 20th. In 21st, Victor Morjon. In 22nd, Stephen Phillips. 23rd was Miro Hraski. 24th, David Fernandez. 25th, Lane O'Connor. 26th, Tony Klusterman. 27th, David Blake. 28th, Thomas Sarnowski. 29th, Ronald Moons. And 30th, Ivan Batmans. In 31st was Jason Haddington. In 32nd, Stephen Kiefer. Angry Sam Boozin in 33rd, with Yarek Sebula in 34th. JB Deju came home 35th. And Rafa D didn't start. So, Pete, back to big grids. I personally think, yes, there was incident. There was always going to be incident. But on the whole, I think the drivers were very, very well behaved and gave us some absolutely fantastic racing.
Very few crashes, very few spins, very disciplined all the way through the field, it has to be said. Whilst there was obviously the differentiation between skills, it was equally as competitive all the way through the field. That was a great start to a season. We've missed a few of the top end races, if you want to call them that in inverted commas, but that just makes the future races better. It also means it's a great introduction to this series for those that are new to it or new to the car even. It's been a great night racing from my perspective. It looks like it has from Chris Jackson's perspective. He's on the chat saying he's a fan. And well done, Woody, because Woody finished pretty high up in that one.
He certainly did, didn't he? Right, so I think we need to get these interviews underway. So what should we do? I'll tell you what, let's bring in our race 1 winner. Tyler Newitt, welcome to the booth.
Hello.
Hello. So, sprint race winner. I could take the shine off of it and say it was gifted to you, but you have to be in the right place at the right time, don't you?
Well, I'm glad I earned my first one, because that makes me feel better about not winning my first race that way. But no, yeah, I literally, as they were going through turn 1 in that pack, I said to Adam, I'm glad I'm back here and not up there, and it worked out. So
Yeah, and race 2, obviously starting from 10th. Where did you finish? You finished 7th. But there was some fierce battling in I was just say in those packs, but at one point it was just like a 30-car pack.
Yeah, as usual, I kind of just found myself between strategies, I think. Yeah, I got burned on the undercut last night, and it looked like I would have ended up in traffic if I tried it again tonight, but Simon pulled it off. And so I kind of came in between a couple laps after, so I'd lost the benefit of the undercut and my tires were shot. So it was a shame. I think I could have still gotten a top 5 out of it, but I got a couple of inopportune slowdowns. So yeah, I'll take a 7th out of it, and good points day for Team Green.
Yeah, and a good points day for you as well. You know, start as you mean to go on, as they say. And you know, we said before the racing started that some of the big hitters were missing tonight, so that's their drop score gone. We don't think anybody can afford to have 2 bad nights with the talent in this field, so it must put you in a good place to start the season off on such a good footing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Adam did that so well last season of just finishing races and not getting himself into trouble. And, I think there was a lot of a sense of the old guard feeling like they really needed to step it up to kind of keep up with the increased field. And I certainly felt that some as well, but there was a lot of really aggressive driving going on in the first few laps. And, I kind of said to the guys from the beginning, my goal was just to survive and to finish in the top 10 and get the reverse. And it obviously paid off, the survival part of that. And in race 2, I think I got a little caught up in the racing a bit and was pushing a bit too hard when I got the slowdowns, but I definitely had some good battles with people who I think had figured out at that point that, what we all knew anyway, which is that you can't get too aggressive in these cars or you'll run into trouble.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, the tactics that you employed certainly worked out for you. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, I want to shout out, first of all, everyone for turning up. Awesome car count. And I know there's more to come too. A lot of people were away today. So it certainly went a lot better than the last time we had a grid this size. So I was quite happy to see that. Of course, Monza no chicanes is a terrible track anyway. So it's fair enough. But no, it was great to see everybody out. And certainly I felt like the new guys held their own well, the ones I came across anyway. So I was quite happy to see that. And shout out to everyone in the BSTV chat as well, Adam and Wobbly and JB and Jason who jumped in there after. It was good to have everyone in there. And, everyone practiced a lot this week, and I think that's going to fall off a little bit as we move forward. But it's fun to see the energy around the series.
Excellent. Well, as I said, congratulations on your race win and a top 10 in race 2. Tyler Newitt.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Pete. So next up for you, let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend that is Jamie McKnight.
Hello? Hello? Is that England? Is that England? This is Australia. Sunday morning. How are you? I do, boys, I do. And what I raced with Johnny Brandon and Simon there in race 2, I mean, with my ping at 366 like it always is against you guys. No, like all credit to Johnny and Simon. They were aware of it and I could tell. And we were giving each other room, but we were racing as close as you could when we're, 10,000 kilometres apart. So even though I've got up at 4 a.m. for it, boys, I was thoroughly enjoyed that. Starting from the back in race 2 was fun as well, coming through the field. But that was probably one of my better races at Sebring at the front there, and holding Johnny off is always hard, but I think it was fair and we had a great battle. No, actually, I've probably got a little bit more mature, if that's possible, at 46. I've learnt that. I've learnt that. No, I've learnt that you've got to.
46, my arse.
I'm 40. I'm 47 on the 12th of November, Clyde. All right. Nah. Yeah, no, I'm only 41, boys. Relax. No. But no, I just want to. Before I forget, I'm racing in place of the legendary Chris Jackson and Mary Jackson this season, as you know. He's busy with family and other commitments, so I just want to dedicate the win to Chris and to Tony at NQR and the boys for having me. I'll have the right skin on for the next race. I put it in the wrong series in Trading Paint, so I had my other skin on. But thank you to NQR for having me, and I'm going to race the whole season for Chris and see what we can do.
No, that's awesome. And in terms of what you're hoping for from this season, are you planning on racing each of the races?
I'm going to win the championship. So
you're going to win the championship, yeah. Well,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, you started off on the right foot for it, definitely. And
I'm just going to get Mary to race for me at Fraxham Slow at like Chris did.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we at next? We're at Suzuka next. Is that a track?
One of my favourites.
Is it?
Yeah, love it.
Everybody
don't like it, but I love Suzuka.
Right, everybody else should be absolutely terrified then, because it looks like Jamie McKnight is coming to Japan in order to stamp his V8 authority across it.
Arigato gozaimasu, ohasashiburi. That's Japanese. The Japs out there will know what I'm saying. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Awesome stuff. Anybody you'd like to have a shout out to before we let you go and pop your probably not simulated champagne?
No, I don't drink, as you know, boys. I'm an Aussie version of a POM, so no drinking here. But I do want to say thanks to Simability. I believe they're the sponsor of the series and also of my team, NQR. And I want to say a big thanks to Tony Kloosterman for chasing me up and telling me that I've got to come back to the series and start getting up again at 3 a.m. He told me to stop being lazy, get out of bed and get up here.
Absolutely.
So, as you know, love Tony like a brother, and I want to say thanks again to him and the boys.
Awesome stuff. In that case, we will see you next time out. Jamie McKnight.
Arigato gozaimasu. See you later. Bye, boys.
Oh dear. He doesn't change, does he?
No, he doesn't, but he's hilarious.
Right, so I'll tell you what, let's bring in our race 1 second place finisher, and also a fantastic finish in race 2 of 6th. And Woodward, welcome to the booth.
Oh, it's me. Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. That was all right, wasn't it? What happened in race 1? I've no clue. Did everyone die?
Yeah, pretty much. It was one of those 3 wide where me and Pete had our eyes shut and we knew it was going to end in tears, and it ended in tears. But, as we said to Tyler, you've got to be in the right place at the right time to take a full advantage of it, and you certainly did. But what we were saying about you was... I know we take the Michael a little bit, with your moniker of the incident point collector. But, you do have your fair share of bad luck, but when Lady Luck is on your side, you get finishes like you have tonight. So you must be over the moon with your points haul from this evening.
Yeah, I didn't really know. Like race 1, I just kept catching people and passing them. And I was thinking, am I fast? And then Simon was the one. I come up behind Simon. He's got half a car. I thought, there's been a bit of action up front because I only qualified 15th. I had good pace all week, but didn't really get it done in qualifying. Just a hell of a run in race 1. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's to be honest, I wouldn't bother because Pete was on the cameras. But anyway, no, it's great to see you up there enjoying it. Can you carry on like this? Is it? This sounds really horrible. Is it a flash in the pan, or do you genuinely feel? What I'm getting at, I think, is. There was probably a lot of drivers at the end of last season going, do you know what, I'm going to sign up next season because I'm definitely a top 10 driver. and then people watch that entry list grow and grow and grow, and we've seen a lot of people on Discord, shall we say, dumbing down their expectations for the season. But then you come to a race like this, there's 30 plus cars on the grid, you get a second and a sixth. Does that make you think, well, hang on a minute, there might be something in this pace?
Yeah, I mean, the stars have got to align, haven't they? But yeah, I've been sort of hovering. It's fantastic achievement. That grid today was absolutely fantastic. To get that many V8s on for the first one is fantastic and bodes really well. I don't think there's many that'll quit in the field that signed up, which is good. So it should stay strong through the season. Well done for that. And, I hate it. I see people signing up. I go, not another one. Fed up now. When we had Simon Trendle and what's his name, Wilson, they joined straight away faster than me. I'm like, what? I've been doing this 6 seasons now. And then you get Tyler and what's his name, Adam Wright, and they join, and then you're 2 more places back. So, hey, can't complain today. Brilliant.
Well, we actually think you and Adam Wright are the same person because you've got the same legs, but that's another story. Anyway, mate, look, we've got loads to get through. So, any shout-outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, he must work out. He must not skip leg day. So Simability, obviously, you guys, well done again. Fantastic field today, and long may it continue. And the team, Stacey, Evie, Jack, everyone else, thanks.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on a couple of fantastic finishes at Woodward.
Thanks, boys.
Okay, next up for you, Pete, is our race 2 second place finisher, Johnny Brandon. Welcome to the booth.
Hello guys, nice to be back.
Good evening, Johnny. It's great to have you back. I mean, what a show you put on tonight. So you've got, was that 2 second places then? Is that right?
No.
No,
What was
he was
that?
nowhere in race 1.
Oh no,
You're prepared to give me points for that, Pete.
Yeah, it was. Turn 2 was the 6 wide, wasn't it? And it didn't work out so well for any of you.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
it just didn't work for me.
No, it didn't work for any of them. It was any of you. Sorry, it was 6 cars making their way quickly backwards, despite the talent. But in the second race, you rose quickly to the top. 9 places you advanced, and then started sucking it to Jamie McKnight, but not quite able to pip him at the end, even though you gave it a good old shove, didn't you?
He was just too good, wasn't he? I'll give it a good go. Obviously, I think I got the strategy probably a little bit wrong.
Oh, right, okay.
But fair play to Jamie. I was trying my hardest to get past, and I just could not get past. And what a night! Great fun. So glad to be back. So glad to be back in this car. Enjoying the sim racing. This is exactly why we've come back, to force us to race, force me to get on it, and that was a great night's racing. And I'm grinning from ear to ear. So thanks very much, guys.
No, that's entirely our pleasure. And you've provided quite a lot of that pleasure tonight, because we saw you in a whole host of battles all the way through the field. I mean, race 1. Yes, there was the coming together at turn 2 between yourself and, well, there was a lot of cars involved in it. It wasn't you, it was everybody. 3 wide into turn 2 does not go, and that was proven. So, but yeah, entertainment wise, fantastic. This is an exhilarating car, and it's an exhilarating league to race in. What have you been doing in the interim, in times out? Have you been driving other things like the Porsche maybe, or something like that?
No, not really. When we first left the league about, 18 months ago?
Yeah, something like that.
We did a bit of Porsche, and then for the last year, I've not really been on iRacing. I've been so busy at work. I've probably done about 3 races, a bit of GT3 racing, endurance racing here and there. But literally, that's the reason I come back, because I've been so busy and I've not had a chance to get on. And then the times that I have had a chance to get on, I just couldn't be bothered because I've been away from it for so long. You know, when you get like that.
Yeah.
And well, you probably don't.
Well,
do you,
no.
on every day doing a broadcast. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I just couldn't be bothered to come back on it even when I had time because it had been so long. And then we said amongst ourselves, the guys, we were just like, look, nobody's on. We're all in the same boat. Why don't we just sign up for a league? And it'll give us the motivation to get back on. And like I say, I'm so glad I did because the car's a joy to drive. It's a handful. I am sweating buckets. But it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And the league, everyone was really clean, generally speaking, and you know, things happened. So it was just great racing, and like I say, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And it forced me to race. It forced me to get on the sim, and you know, that's the point of doing this league. You know, and it for me, and just enjoy the sim racing again, and it's 100% worth it.
I'm glad you have that view because it's great to have you and the other XVR guys in the league. I mean, you are really quite classy. Maybe not Old Man O'Connor. Maybe he's going to join us for a chat tonight. I don't know. But I'm
the
sure.
car stops with me. The lane's not involved.
That's close.
We keep trying, but we've given up.
Yeah.
But it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, welcome back to BSTV. But yeah, great driving, great racing, and great to have you back. Suzuka's the next destination in a few weeks' time. Jamie McKnight said he already loves it, so we can hopefully look forward to seeing you and Jamie tussling again at Suzuka.
I hope so, and hopefully we'll get Foggy back in here.
Yeah.
Is Chris Jackson not doing it this year?
No,
That's a big surprise.
Yeah, the thumb descended, didn't it, Clyde?
Yeah, he's not allowed the shit.
Yeah.
He hasn't got a plane out shit.
That's a shame.
Yeah. He'll be back eventually. So
and Marco Nimello, I believe, has signed up and wasn't
he
here tonight.
has.
So he should be here. So he's rapid as well. So it should just get better and better.
Yeah,
because I can honestly say from the last time I was in this league, everyone's got a lot quicker, I think. And you know, I was cheering watching Ant Woodward have second place in race one.
Yeah.
That win's not far away. Well done to Tyler for the win. Everyone is so fast, and you know, for the second race, I said to the guy, I said, "There's no way you're coming through the grid in the second race nowadays. It's the pace is so much better and stronger, and there's fewer mistakes. Everyone leaves each other plenty of room. It's just great fun.
It's an immense league now. It's just fantastic. It's been that way for a while. Brilliant racing, very entertaining. Any shout outs you want to make, Johnny, before we let you disappear?
Just to my teammates, to you guys for running the league. Thanks for having us back. Like I say, it's been the perfect motivation to get us back on the sim racing. I think that goes for all of us at XVR. And hopefully, yeah, people can enjoy watching some good racing going forward. And like I say, it should only get better from here. Really, this is round one. So once we get all the other guys in, it's going to be crazy, and I can't wait. So yeah, thanks guys.
It's going to be wild. In that case, thanks for a great entertainment tonight, and we will see you next time out. Johnny Brandon.
Thank you.
Okay, next up into the booth with 2 third-place finishes, it's Simon Half a Car Trendle. Welcome to the booth.
Hello. I'm exhausted.
Your car was a bit of a mess in race 1, but you didn't seem... I was trying to work out whether you was down on pace and a cork in the bottle, or whether the damage actually looked worse than it was, and you still had your fantastic pace.
The damage was pretty bad. I was 8k down on the straights by the looks of it, and I had understeer turning right and oversteer turning left. So every corner was an adventure on that one. I put up the good fight, and yeah, I think I lost just to Adam, not Adam. Yeah, at just the one position, which was lucky. So
yeah, and then race 2. It was you against Jamie McKnight. I think both of you pulled blinders with that early pit stop. And then the more you two battled, the closer Johnny Brandon got. And then you're in that tricky position, aren't you, where you want to go for the win, getting past Jamie McKnight, but to do it, you're probably going to have to go offline, which means you're going to give Johnny Brandon a chance to get past you. What actually goes through your mind in that situation?
Yeah, I'd pitted early, so I was trying to protect the tyres because I think I pitted a lap earlier than Jamie as well, so I had an extra laps of wear on it. So I pushed and caught, and we knew Johnny was going to catch us. He had the tyres on for it, so it was a matter of when. And I didn't really want to make an aggressive overtake because that was just going to slow us down, and then he'd be right on us. So I was trying to look for a mistake or something. That never really came. He got quite defensive early on, which slowed us down. Then I was forced into making some sort of half-hearted attempt at a move, which just brought Johnny into it more. And then once Johnny got there, I'd already had contact with him earlier in the race, with McKnight earlier in the race, and I wasn't too sure about his net code because obviously it's quite a high ping, so I didn't really want to risk anything. Sebring's one of my worst tracks, and I was at the point halfway through that race thinking, I don't want to take any risks here. I've got, at worst, I've got 2/3, as long as I don't make too many mistakes, and then that was going to be a good result. So I let Johnny through to have a go at McKnight, just so if the net code messed up, I would have either second or first back. So it was a case of less risk for me on that one.
Well, definitely not a bad tactic to employ. But yeah, a couple of third places to kick off the season. And I'm pretty damn sure that there's going to be at least a couple of wins for you this season, because we've watched with interest the way that you've took to the car. So you must be over the moon, with that start. And shall I also say with your starts, because either the cars around you made even worse starts, or you actually nailed your starts this time.
Well, we got them right, didn't we? Me and Jamie, both of us, 4 good starts. That's a new record.
Is that all the good starts used up for the season, though?
I don't know. Suzuka's down here. We might be all right there as well.
And what do you think of Suzuka? Is it? I know some people, like myself, really detest it, but we've already heard from Jamie McKnight that he's loving it and he's most definitely going to win when we go there. What do you think of that?
I quite like Suzuka, to be honest. It depends on the car, but it's quite a slippy surface. But it's better than Sebring, and I did all right here, although I did put a lot of effort into making sure I could run the car consistently here. Sebring's one of my bogey tracks. It just doesn't work for me half the time, and I get involved in things that I shouldn't or make mistakes. And I still make mistakes today, but I was able to crawl some pace back.
Well, whenever you did, make sure you do it next time we come back, or any other series that you drive at Sebring, because it certainly worked. Any shout-outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yep, you guys for the broadcast, for running the league. Obviously, last season was my first one. Got a lot of mistakes in the first half and came on strong in the second half, so looking to carry that on this season. Jamie for actually having some decent results. I'll give him the credit for that one.
Makes change.
Everyone who's in the league, because it was great fun racing, and Simability for what they do.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on a couple of podiums tonight, Simon Trendle.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, Pete, next up for you, we've just heard Simon say that, he was glad Jamie managed to score some points because he's fed up with constantly doing all the point scoring for the team. It's Jamie Wilson.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Jamie. So, talk us through race 1 before you talk us through your top 5.
God, that was ages ago. I'm getting old. I can't remember. It was all a blur. It was just madness the whole time.
Yeah,
I got a good start. There you go. I do remember that, because it's remarkable that I got a good start even once, let alone twice. So, happy with that. 2 top 5s around here in this field. Bloody hell! I need oxygen doing that well. Blimey.
It's a bit crazy. given the names and the I rating that's been battered around in this league tonight. But yeah, the two of you did a fantastic job for Team Chimera and a good points haul all round, really. Race 2, probably a bit more positive, with Simon finishing 3rd and yourself finishing 5th. Any code browns that you remember, or particularly close tussles?
Oh, innumerable of both.
Right.
There was an awful lot of car control going on today, in my car and in everyone around me as well, because this is a tyre shredder, this place. So how well you looked after them in that sort of initial couple of laps either mullered you at the end of the run or, gave you the benefit. So, and you could see when other people had sort of made theirs last a bit longer to start with, and then it sort of fell off the cliff at the end. If you were more consistent, then they'd be fighting an octopus, and you'd be like right back on them again. So, yeah, we all had these mad moments, and testament to the strength of the field, that no one got caught up in them, as far as I could tell. In terms of someone having a wild oversteer and exit the corner, if someone's right behind you, you can trust them in this league that they're not just going to plough into you. So. You can see it happening before it happens a lot of the time. So, yeah, no, fantastic. Great scrap with Tyler, as always. I take great pride in the knowledge that at one point there I caused Tyler to lose out to Adam. So
always a result.
That's like a secondary objective tick. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good seeing all of these names back. Wayne was in there as well. We didn't really, we weren't around him for long, but there was that moment where I was behind Wayne and Tyler was behind me, and I thought, hang on, it's Daytona from about 4 years ago.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, Jamie Sanderson and Wayne Wilson, that's a terminology that is a flashback to a previous league. It's just brilliant.
If you remember, there was Lame O'Connor a few years ago as well.
Yeah, we did that tonight, and we did Old Man O'Connor and a few others. We're waiting for the hate mail to begin on Discord or somewhere else. But yeah, what a great introduction to season 12, and you've contributed massively to that, yourself and Simon. There was a lot less crashes than I expected. It was remarkably clean. There was few people off the track. There was one massive one in race 1. It kind of did. It mopped up the whole of the allocation for both races, but it gave us such a massive opportunity to see other people racing at the top, and we think that that's what's going to happen potentially in each of the meetings this season. It's going to be quite open, I think, right to the end. So finishing in 5th multiple times might see you at the top of the table by the end of the season. It's one of those sort of leagues, potentially. So great racing tonight. Anybody you'd like to have a thank before we let you go?
Yep, shout out to you guys as usual. Shout out to Ant Woodward, because he did a very, very good drive in both races, I thought. Very measured. And him getting second in that. I think Johnny said earlier he was cheering him on. So was I. Getting second in that first race. That was good to see. And yep, as Simon said, Simability for everything they do, and also a shout out to Bill Switzer. Hope you're doing well, Bill. Hope we gave you some holy mackerels tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he's shouting at his screen somewhere in Florida. Brilliant racing again tonight. And we look forward to seeing you out next time at Suzuka, which stands to be a brilliant racetrack for
we
V8s.
We will have a Suzuka special paint job for there. We started last year, so.
Okay, you got like sushi or something attached to the side of the car.
You'll see it. It's very Japanese.
Very good. Right. Okay.
Probably won't, because Pete won't be bothered to put it in the paint pack.
Oh, that's true.
There is this. Yeah. I think there's only one paint I've not got right tonight, but we'll see. There might be more feedback than that. Anyway, thanks for a brilliant, entertaining night's racing, Jamie Wilson.
Cheers, guys.
Okay then, last but not least, it's Vincent Skilbeck. Welcome to the booth.
Morning.
Oh, he's on it straight away. Look, we didn't even have to wake him up this time. So race 1, bit of a disaster.
Yeah, it was. I made the mistake at the very start. Yeah, just a little bit eager on the gas, which then led to a shitstorm down at the hairpin, which put me all the way to the back of the pack. But it was fun trying to drive through the whole pack, which was good.
Yeah, we saw obviously in race 2. I was trying to think where you started race 2, 23rd.
P23rd.
Yeah. Finished P8. Memory serves.
Or 9. Or 9.
Or 9.
I think
it was 8.
Because Rich got went over the incident limit at the end.
Yeah, I think Rich had a drive-through black flag thing that he couldn't or didn't serve, which dropped him all the way down to 19th. So yeah, 8th in the second race. But like you say, great fun coming through the field. But to be fair, it didn't really matter where you was on the track. There was a battle going on, and usually a 2 or 3 wide battle, or 2 wide, 4 cars deep.
Yeah, it was really interesting for me to go from the back through the field just to see pretty much how all the newbies drove. So it was an eye-opener kind of to me. I think I had way too much pace for pretty much the top half of the field. I think I could have, in the first race, maybe made it up to where Jamie McKnight finished. If I didn't have that contact with Wobbly, which I went back and had a look, and yeah, I don't know, I think it was just a race into with Wobbly not seeing me make the move and then just turning in on me. But apart from that, yeah, it was interesting to see all the new guys and how they're driving, and everyone was pretty much respectful, and I was overly aggressive at points, but everyone seemed to see me coming, apart from Wobbly, but that was about it.
Well, your car is certainly bright enough this season for people to see you coming.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And do you, as a driver, do you enjoy these bigger grids?
It all really depends on what standard of driving is. But yeah, the small fields last season were pretty good because everyone was all close together. But yeah, these bigger fields, if you have a bad race, there's always going to be someone you can kind of race with these bigger fields. So it makes it a lot more interesting and a bit more fun if you have a pretty bad race.
Well, we're glad you enjoyed it. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, just everyone over at Wheelie Bins that keeps the Facebook page running and helping us put sessions up every night. You guys for the broadcast, everyone that has joined the league this season. It looks like it's going to be a really, really good season again. And Simability for their continued support with the series.
Excellent. Well, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Always a pleasure watching you race. We appreciate you getting up at silly o'clock in the morning. Thank you very much, Vincent Skilbeck.
Catch you guys next round.
Okay, Pete, that is the interviews done and dusted. Now it's time to put ourselves on the spot and give out our driver of the evening votes. So I'm going to go to you first.
Yeah.
Who caught your eye tonight?
Well, in terms of pure entertainment, pure hilarity, and finishing position, it has to be Jamie McKnight for me. He's come back to the league. He's got himself a feature race win. He's always hilarious. He takes it in good faith, and he's here to enjoy himself. He embodies most of what we want out of a racer in BSTV. So he's got my vote for this evening.
Well, I can't argue with that. It certainly was a fairly easy vote to pick. I did look at Jamie, that fantastic drive through the field in race 1 and then the win in race 2. I could give it to Tyler for his race win, and Woodward for his results. Jason, I've done it again.
Hey!
Done a beat.
Yeah, you did.
Jason Wilson for his results, but I am purely going to go on double race results and a double podium for Simon Trendle, because I'm not sure how many times we're going to see somebody get a double podium this season. So for me, it's definitely a vote for Simon Trendle. Let me put that in before I forget. Right, so that is rounds 1 and 2 over, done, dusted. We look forward to 2 weeks' time at Suzuka, but the action doesn't stop here. Next up, Wednesday, we are back in GT4 TCR action, and we are coming to you from another one of my favourite tracks, and that is Road America. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. Then Saturday the 6th of August, a week today, Alt F4 is returning after a few weeks break. We've got 2 races coming up from the Nürburgring Sprint Strecke, which is a track that I can't ever remember racing on or commentating on. So that's going to be another fantastic race. And then on Sunday the 7th, GTCC is back with round 3 from the fantastic Le Mans 24-hour circuit. So make sure you don't miss any of those races. As usual, an absolutely massive thanks excuse me, to Simability for being our sponsor again in this series. Please make sure you jump onto their Facebook page, leave them a comment, have a look on the website if you need anything, or if there's anything you can't find, just get in touch with Glenn. He's on our Discord, and I'm sure he will be more than happy to help. Big thanks to this massive field tonight. I think personally, on the whole, the racing was fantastic. There was nothing silly going on, which is always good when you get a big field like this. So congratulations to all the drivers on the show they put on tonight. Big thanks to everybody that joined in on the chat. We always say it, but we do enjoy your comments on there. Sometimes, a series like this, when there's lots of action, it's very difficult to answer all of your comments, but we do our best. Thanks to Pete for doing the cameras to a fashion. I'm sure he'll get better. It can't get any worse. It's not an easy job, especially if you're cameraman and commentating. But he did an admirable. I don't know what I'm saying.
I did a job.
Admirable. That's what I'm trying to say. Admirable job. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. So this has been round 1 and round 2. It's most definitely time for us to close because we've been on the air for about 73 hours. It just leaves me to say good night, and I'll let Pete say good night, and Pete can close the broadcast, and then we'll see you all again on Wednesday. So from me, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.
Yeah, thanks, Clyde. Thanks everybody else that's turned up to either race or watch. Very much appreciated. Thanks to Simability yet again for sponsoring the league. and to Glenn for joining us for a little while. And we will see you next time out at Suzuka. Really great seeing this league taking off as it is, and it's going to be brilliant all the way through, I think, looking at the field. So thank you very much.